Hey y'all. Greetings and salutations. Peace, love, and a bottle of hair grease, all that jazz. It is I, Shy the Sage, aka the Sexy Sage, aka the Drunken Master. I wanted to come on this video real quick because I need to start making more videos because I be having a lot of downloads lately. And I'm doing myself a disservice for not doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna wait just a wee bit for everybody to get here to see, because I really wanted to, like I said, drop more info, because you know what I'm saying. I know I've been away for a long time, but like I said, it's never in vain. Hey y'all, hey Alicia, what's up? Yeah, okay, so today, let me get myself ready, chat. Put this in the back because I don't want it to be completely distracting. Okay, today I wanted to talk about how astrology can keep you stuck. Okay, now I know y'all asking, oh my God, Shira, how can you say such a thing when your whole teachings were based on astrology and things like that? Yes, you're absolutely correct. Okay, you're absolutely correct. I stand by astrology wholeheartedly, but you can't get stuck there because astrology is meant to explain you in the human world or in the physical world. Okay, that is, astrology is used to navigate your physical vessel. Peace, what's up? Okay, so I don't want y'all to get that confused. Okay, astrology is more fourth dimensional. Like I said, we're trying to get to the 5D. I'm trying to get y'all to the 6D. 6D, sixth dimensional consciousness is Christ consciousness, okay? And you access it through your pineal gland. So today we're going to briefly talk about the pineal gland, okay? Okay. So, okay. I want to show y'all something. Y'all know, basically, long story short, the Bible, we're all Christians here, or used to be Christians, okay? Most of us was raised in a religious home, and Christianity is the most popular religion amongst the world, okay? So when you're talking about Jesus and Christ, mind you, Jesus and Christ are two different things. I don't want y'all to think they're the same thing. They're two different things, right? When you're talking about Christ, okay, you're talking about the sun, okay? There are plenty of references in the Bible that reference Jesus being literally the sun, okay? Jesus is a metaphor for the sun. Let's start there, okay? Let's start there. You got Psalms 84:11, okay? For the Lord God is a sun, S-U-N, and shield. You also got, I think, Malachi 4, verse 11, where it says, one of them, I meant to write it down. I don't have them, but I'll post them if y'all need it. I know somewhere in Malachi, I think verse 4, chapter 4, verse 11, I think, or verse 8, it says, the sun of righteousness, the Lord is the consuming fire. There's plenty of references that reference Jesus being the sun, literally the sun, the S-U-N of God, the Son of God. We don't own the sun, okay? The sun belongs to God. So the Son of God, it's not that deep. You would be thinking it's some mystery. It's not that deep, okay? So you should understand that, you know, Jesus is the sun. Jesus is basically a story stolen from Haru. Y'all know Haru was the sun god outside of Ra. And he's the divine child, okay? Even when you look at the tarot card, the sun, okay? Y'all seen those earlier depictions of Haru when he sits on Aset's lap, okay? Haru is the divine child, okay? It's literally this, okay? This is the sun card, okay, in the tarot deck. So this is where the symbolisms come from, okay? Literally the sun. And when you see, like I said, pictures of Aset, Osiris, and Haru, he is the child, okay? He is depicted as a child. Or when you see the Black Madonna, or when you just see pictures of Jesus and Mary and Jesus as a baby, the sun, because Christ is the sun, all right? Christ is light, okay? So, Now, when you're talking about Christ and the 12 disciples, right? You're talking about the 12 disciples are just allegory. What's also in 12? The 12 disciples are just allegory for the 12 signs of the Zodiac, right? So, that's kind of where I wanted to make my point. Yes, Haru is hero. Hero, okay? Haru, the hero, comes and saves everybody, comes to kick ass, like the time is now, okay? A lot of people are waking up. They're Christ right now. That Christ energy is coming out of people. So that's what's happening now, okay? Okay, so when you're talking about Jesus and the 12 disciples, you're talking about the 12 signs of the Zodiac. Now, how does this apply to you? Well, didn't in the Bible, Jesus said that I can do, you can do what I can, even more, okay? Meaning that you are Haru, you are Jesus. Jesus is just the allegory for you, okay? So briefly, I wanted, or even for example, back to the 12 disciples and 12 signs of the Zodiac. You've seen the pictures of the Last Supper, how it's 12 people around him and Christ is right there in the middle. So when y'all get a chance, go ahead and check out, like revisit the picture from of the Last Supper. You see Jesus in the middle and his 12 disciples, the 12 signs of the Zodiac, right? So mind you, when you're dealing with astrology, if you got a reading from me, you understand that I tell y'all that your planet, you control your planets. Your planets don't control you, okay? Based on your birth chart, what your moon sign is, these are like the lemons that you've been given in life. Now, however you make the lemonade is dependent on you, okay? So I know when I got into astrology, astrology was just a level of self-awareness for me. Astrology helped me come into the fourth dimension so I can be more aware of myself. Because when I was younger, I had a really, really bad temper, okay? And I didn't, same thing with Muhammad. I don't give a fuck about Muhammad right now. Let's stay focused. Don't do that. I hate when people do that, okay? I remember I had a bad temper when I was younger, and when I actually got into astrology and read my chart, I'm like, damn, I'm an Aries moon. And they was explaining like your you know, your emotions are fiery. You tend to think before you act. Just as quickly as you can get fired up and flared up and angry, you can calm down. So I've noticed that, you know, throughout my life, like I was like that. You know, I have a lot of Aries energy, a lot of Mars energy to me. Okay, so this is why I come off like this. I come off kind of masculine, but you know, I still keep the feminine going on because I got Venus in my first house, and my Venus is in Taurus, okay? And I'm also a Taurus Gemini cusp, okay? So that's that. So astrology is for self-awareness only, okay? It is not justifiable so you can explain your shitty behavior. We don't do that here, okay? You are better than that. I will hope that y'all are, because y'all watching me and y'all my family, and I love y'all so much. I would just really hope that you wouldn't be blaming astrology for your shortcomings and your bullshit, okay? The thing is to master your chart, is to master yourself, okay? Your chart is meant for you to master, not meant for you to succumb to, okay? Okay, so 12 signs of the Zodiac, 12 disciples, Jesus, you, Christ. Okay, now, I drew a little diagram, you know what I'm saying? It took me a minute to actually get all 12 symbols in it. Okay, so I drew this little board, you know, as you can see. Eventually, I'll get a better setup, but due to my living conditions right now, you know, I got a little bit of time left, so. Okay, so basically, this is the Zodiac wheel. If you ever got a reading for me, you know, your chart looks just like this, okay? So this is the Zodiac wheel, right? So here's Aries, here's Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, so on, all the way to Pisces, which is the last sign, which is the transcendence into the spiritual world, okay? Now, these are your archetypes, okay? You can be anything that you want to be. So just because I'm a Gemini, I can tap into and I can call on the energy of Capricorn if I feel like being disciplined. This is how it works. Even though I'm a Gemini, I can still be mysterious, and I can still be very investigative, or wanting to get to the root of something, like a Scorpio. Even though I'm a Gemini, I can still be humanitarian, and I can still have all these ideals to share with the world, to give to the world. Like in Aquarius, even though I'm a Gemini, you know, I can channel my Leo. Well, I do have a Leo placement. My Mars sign is in Leo. But, you know, I can be like a Leo, and I can have have a creative endeavor and give my creative talents to the world, and I can shine through, and I can bring my creativity to humanity to be adored for. Even though I'm a Gemini, I can be like a Cancer. I can be nurturing. I can be all about my family. I can be very family oriented. I can be very intuitive, nurture children, things like that. Okay, so just because you're a certain sign, all of these are yours. Okay, it's like you're the avatar. Okay, everybody watching Avatar: Last Airbender now, which I really appreciate, because I feel like it'll give humanity an awakening almost, because Avatar: The Last Airbender is actually, like I said, about you. It's about this. Okay, mastering all elements. Now I color coded this. Of course, fire signs being red, earth signs being green, water signs being blue. I wanted to depict air signs being yellow, but I didn't have a yellow marker, so air signs are depicted black. Okay, so these are your disciples. Okay, this is all you, right? And in the center right here, this is you. You are the black dot. You are the Christ. So anytime when you think about feeling some type of way or want to get into the astrology, yes, use it for your human experience, how to navigate your human experience, so you can keep your ego in check. Okay, but understand that you are multidimensional. This does not define you. Okay, it does not. And why do I say that? Okay, because you got to understand, when I talk about constellation, you got to understand the zodiacs are constellations. So Pisces is actually a constellation in the sky. Taurus is actually a constellation in the sky. Gemini is actually a constellation in the sky. So right now it's Gemini season. Hey, it's Gemini season. So that means our Earth is traveling through the constellation of Gemini. I know here on planet Earth we say it's your sun sign, but think of yourself, you're multi-dimensional. Imagine if you never lived on this planet before and you're coming here and you just arrived on this planet on a spaceship. You have to think in that type of consciousness that you're not from this planet. So technically, if I was an extraterrestrial looking down and seeing where Earth is traveling, I would see currently that Earth is traveling through the constellation of Gemini, according to tropical astrology. Technically, we're traveling through the constellation of Taurus, but let's keep it simplified right now. Everybody's on tropical time, and I'm going to talk about sidereal a little bit more until I figure out how it relates to it, but sidereal's very interesting, okay, due to my own research, not others' research, okay? So you really got to understand that, and you really can't get stuck in this, because these are only constellations around our solar system. Okay, like this is, or even not even around our solar system. There are other constellations with other suns and other planets. Okay, so this isn't like this isn't all you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these are your disciples. Okay, you can tell Aries what to do. You can tell Taurus what to do. You can tell Gemini what to do. You can tell Capricorn what to do. You can tap into these energies and channel these energies. Now, also another interesting fact about 12, okay, representing you being a Christ and 12 signs of the zodiac. The 12 signs of the zodiac also represents 12 different parts of the brain. Okay, did y'all know that? Probably didn't know that, but the zodiac is represented by 12 parts of the brain. Okay, and I like to reference this book. I put this on my Instagram line, but I got the Black Bible of Science. Okay, I think might have showed this in my last video, but this is like a starter kit, okay, to consciousness. Okay, if you really want to know about melanin and sound and the shift, okay, this is what they're talking about. Okay. And it's by Dr. Osei Kafour or whatever. Y'all can screenshot this or pause the video eventually and screenshot it, okay? But basically, those 12 signs of the zodiac also represents the 12 parts of your brain. And like I said, you being Christ, okay? The body, well, technically the brain controls the body, but it's up to you to take control of the brain to become whole or in that Christ consciousness. So for example, okay, so the 12 signs of the zodiac represents 12 parts of the brain. I'm going to read the names of the parts of the brain that you have in you, that we all have in us, okay? I might butcher some of these names, so please forgive me, okay? So 12 systems of the brain is called the locus, coeruleus, substantia nigra. Number 3 is the brachioles. Number 4 is the pragnogreus. Number 5 is the intracapronius subculis. Okay. Number 6 is the nervi trigemini. Number 7 is the mesence phaseus part of the brain. Number 8 is the pontus centralis ortis part of the brain. Number 9 part of the brain is the trigonometry. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Number 10 is the I cannot say these names. But they are actually real parts of the brain, okay? Parabrachius, okay? Number 11 is the medial dorsal motor, and the 12th part of the brain is the retroambiguous part of the brain, okay? So let me show you. Okay, so these are the first 2 that was on this page, and then the rest of the parts of the brain are on this page, okay? So I don't know if it can focus, my camera can focus, but this is what it's talking about right here. Okay, so very interesting stuff. Okay, you got your 12 parts of the brain, right? Now how does this correlate? Okay, we've identified all these parts of the brain. Now how do they correlate? Why do they matter? Okay, they matter because y'all heard, of course, humans only use a certain part of their brain. Well, when you have access and control to all these parts of your brain, okay, this is what Christ was doing when Christ was doing all the miracles. Basically, Christ or Jesus had superpowers because he was able to access these 12. One, technically, he had the help of his disciples, or his disciples followed him around so much. Just like, you know, the sun is followed by the 12 signs of the Zodiac. The sun is followed, okay? So same thing in the Bible. The 12 disciples, they followed Jesus like a puppy around, okay? Same thing with the sun. The sun is followed by our constellations: Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Aries, okay? So when you access all 12 of these parts of the brain that I just listed, okay, this is when people say humans only have access to certain parts of the brain. But once you tap into those multiple parts of the brain is where supernatural abilities come in. You actually can do shit that's that the average person can't, because you tapped into all access parts, all parts of your brain, right? For example, the perfect example of this is Lucy. Lucy had she had all of these 12 parts of her brain activated, right? She had all 12 of these parts of the brain activated. Yes, we know the Bible was man-made. Okay, we're not talking about lower level shit here. We're talking about higher level shit. We know that. Okay, we know that. Okay, don't insult my intelligence and don't insult my life. Okay, we're at higher consciousness right now. So when you're talking about Lucy, okay, Lucy was able to access those 12 parts of her brain, so she was able to have all these abilities. She was able to do all these things. Same thing, y'all know I've been referencing the Matrix a lot. When Neo accesses 12 parts of his brain, because Neo is the one, he's the center, okay? Neo, the one representing the neo-mammalian part of the brain, okay? Neo is represented by the neo-mammalian part of the brain. Neo is this. Neo is accessing different aspects of his consciousness and merging them into one. So that's how he able to stop bullets. That's how he able to whoop ass and shit and do all this other shit. And the agents trying to attack him and all that stuff. Like, you know, and Limitless. I saw Limitless about a couple months ago. Limitless, yes. Same thing with Limitless, right? So when on Limitless, I think it was played by, what's that other guy? Not Bradley Cooper. Is it Bradley Cooper? Yeah, I think Bradley Cooper. The same guy who played in A Star is Born. In Limitless, he had a drug, and drugs can stimulate all of these parts of the brain, all of your 12 parts of the brain, which are parts of the Zodiac. You know what I'm saying? It's all symbolism. It's all symbolism, right? It's all symbolism. So once he took that drug, he was really like, he could figure things out. His brain power was just so beyond the comprehension of the average human being, because he had all parts of his brain access, so he was able to be the Christ. So this is when Jesus in the Bible was talking about, you can do everything that I can do, even greater. You know what I'm saying? Now, people take that literally. I know when I was about maybe 12, 13, right? Like, I have remembered, I was just bored. Like, you know, I was a very explorative, curious child. So I really thought you can walk on water, at least at the time. I don't doubt that you can walk on water. So I remember one day I had like ran bath water, and I was really trying my hardest to walk on water, but I was just kept sinking, because I kept remembering that phrase when Jesus kept saying, you can do everything that I can do, even greater. But I didn't understand the esoteric meaning behind it, and I didn't decipher. Of course, I wasn't in the consciousness or the space to actually decipher that type of consciousness at the time. But I really thought I could walk on water. I probably can now, you know, if I really concentrate hard enough and access other parts of the brain. But yes. So, like I said, the 12 disciples represents the 12 parts of the brain that actually come together. They come together and they give you supernatural abilities. Okay, so that's when Jesus was talking about, you can do everything I can do, even greater, even more. Okay, because you are me, I am you. Christ is within you. There's a difference between Christ and Jesus now. Christ and Jesus are two different things. So, y'all kind of need to understand that, right? There's something else I was about to say. I don't remember. So yeah, be careful not letting astrology make you stuck. Okay, you're a multi-dimensional being. Okay, astrology also is like, have you noticed that astrology has animals in representation of it? So if you notice that Aries is represented by the ram, Taurus is represented by the bull, Gemini is represented by two men. Humans are mammals, okay, which is a form of animal. We're just the most evolved type of animal, or the most evolved life form on the planet. You notice Cancer is represented by the crab. Leo is represented by the lion. They're all beast archetypes. They're all animal archetypes. So when you're dealing with all 12 signs of the zodiac, they're dealing with your lower nature, the beast nature, okay? The animal nature, okay? That's why I keep saying that astrology is meant to focus, is meant to decipher your human existence, not necessarily your six-dimensional existence and above, because you are multi-dimensional. Even though I do catch myself, and I do see how in my human existence that I do display the qualities of a Gemini and the qualities of a Taurus. At the end of the day, I know that that does not define me, because I am multidimensional, okay? So you got to understand that. The zodiac wheel is represented by beast, animals, Pisces, the fish, Sagittarius, the centaur, Scorpio, the scorpion, all animals, all beasts, all lower level creatures, okay? So you got to really be careful when you're deciphering astrology, because it's talking about your beast nature, okay? Humans are mammals. Mammals are beasts, okay? Humans, just forget that they're mammals, because we're the most evolved life form on the face of the earth. We build buildings. We have a language. We can operate motor technologies. We can create technologies. We can invent technologies. We can dance. We can write. We can teach, okay? Libra is just representative of scales, okay? You get what I'm saying? Like, Libra is like, and Libra is very different, because Libra is actually the first sign above the lower nature. Okay, so from the first house to the sixth house, which is Aries to Virgo, is based on it's still all human stuff. It's based on really lower development of humans, okay? But from Libra, from the other to Pisces, this deals with the more spiritual, more advanced type of signs, okay? Even in astrology, if your placements are in a certain house, or if your placements are in a certain are more in the younger form of the signs, or if they're in the older form of the sign, that does help, okay? Vedic astrology, I briefly did get into Vedic astrology. I find Vedic astrology more accurate, because I feel like it does describe my soul more. It describes me more on a four-dimensional consciousness. But like I said, even Vedic astrology is astrology, so it still represents lower level. I'm talking about sixth dimension and above here, because we're trying to get to the sixth dimension here. Fifth dimension should be everybody now who's waking up. This is why all this shit is happening. Everybody is at least coming to fourth dimensional consciousness, which is a great start. Okay, excellent start. It's a step up from the 3D, right? But at the baseline, humans should be in the fifth dimensional consciousness and heart chakra consciousness. Not meaning I love my neighbor, and if my neighbor fucks my wife, I'm going to hug my neighbor because I love them, because I have. That's not what it means, okay? Everybody should be in fifth dimensional consciousness. It just has having to do with compassion and understanding. I keep saying the same shit. It's just fifth dimensional consciousness is just like, hey, I understand that this person is a fuck idiot and his actions ain't got shit to do with me, so I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna let his actions determine how I feel or how I move forward, okay? So that's what it means, okay? So humans are meant to at least get the fifth dimensional consciousness. That is the lower baseline, okay? That is like the lowest requirement that we need to do, all right? But what I'm talking about in this video has a lot to do with sixth dimensional consciousness, okay? The Christ consciousness. This is where Jesus was. This is where Muhammad was, supposedly, if they were real people. This were a lot of other people who walked this earth that were ascended masters. So this is why when you see 333, hello, 333, and then you got the sixth dimension, which is also devised by the number 3, okay? Because it deals with sixth dimensional consciousness. I know one person on this earth that I know is operating on sixth dimensional consciousness, and it is my mentor. Her name is Danielle. And when I'm around her, I'm in sixth dimensional consciousness. So that's why I like being around her so much, because I operate in the sixth dimension with her. She is like the person that I know, the only person that's human in the physical vessel who's in sixth dimensional consciousness, okay? And when I'm around her, she brings me to her level. And so when I'm around her, we literally vibrate high. We in sixth dimensional consciousness together. So I appreciate that about her, and that's why she's my mentor, okay? So yeah, that's all I really want to say. Don't get stuck in astrology. Astrology is not all of you, okay? You're supposed to be like, I'm beyond my birth chart, okay? So astrology describes your humanity to get you to here, to get you to sixth dimensional consciousness. So astrology is meant to have you aware of what you're doing, of your human nature, so you can rise above it and come into sixth dimensional consciousness and be all things, okay? You can be like, I created this shit. You know, I did probably create the planets. Somebody did tell me, I used to date a Pisces guy briefly. He told me I can talk to the planets. And I truly believe that. I probably could. I'm just not there yet because I'm learning other shit first. So, but yeah. Understand what astrology is. A lot of people be using astrology for entertainment. It's entertaining sometimes, you know, it's a nice deal breaker, or it's a nice that's what I meant to say, icebreaker. It's a nice icebreaker to talk about. But it's not the end all be all, okay? At the end of the day, astrology, you have free will. If you gotta read it with me, I tell you all the time. If you gotta read it with me, understand that your birth chart, your planets, do not rule you. You have free will, okay? And each planet represents an archetype, or represents the inner planets, which are from the sun to Mars, represents the human side of life, but from Jupiter to Pluto represents humanity in connection with God, or connection with the universe, or connection with the all, or the omnipresent, okay? So this is why Uranus, usually the idle planets are things that you have no control over. These are just how these archetypes interact with you in this physical body, in the 4D, okay? This physical body is 3D, and what I'm talking about is 4D. I keep telling y'all 4D is represented in the solar plexus. I really want to post a video to see this guy named Dehydration. He posted a video like about a year or so ago talking about dimensions, and since I've watched that video, I'm conscious when I'm operating between different dimensions, because the way he break it down was just so, it was just so mind-blowing. Like I remember that video for probably the rest of my life, and I probably will want to watch it again. I'm probably going to watch it again. But yeah, sixth dimensional consciousness, you know, some people might be operating from the fourth dimension to the third, switching to and from. Sometimes I operate in the sixth. Like right now, I'm operating probably in between the fifth and the sixth. But on a really, really good day, I told y'all, on a really good day, I'm operating from the sixth. On a really bad day, I'm operating from the fourth. I talked to Saturn. Yeah, Saturn is very important. I'm gonna make a video about how to die. Not how to die literally, like kill yourself, but once you actually die off this planet, what to do. So I'm gonna make a video on that. It's probably gonna be my next video. How to die, okay? Where to go after death. And people gonna be skeptical, but it's just like, listen, you can be skeptical all you want and question me all you want. I said what I said, okay? Either you're gonna go to the light or you can go to Saturn. Saturn is very important if you want to transcend to the next level. If you like, okay, I don't want to come back to this planet no more, you go. I'm gonna put that in my next video. I'm gonna tell you where to go, and I'm gonna also tell you because I read this in this Chaos Magic book too. God damn it. In this Chaos Magic book. Because, you know, like I said, I do dark magic. So, I'm going to talk about this book a little later. Like I said, this book is really advanced. I will at least want y'all to start here. I want y'all to start here first before you get here. Okay, because I'm still trying to decipher this. Okay, but for the most part, I can. So, this is the sigil of chaos. Okay. So I know when you envision, if y'all seen the sigil before, I think they have something similar like this in Star Wars or some shit like that. It's similar. It's very similar, or it's like, this is very similar to an Adrinko symbol. This is the symbol for chaos, okay? So upon death, if you want to, because the whole purpose of, I don't want to drop the gems right now. Maybe I'll do it in another video. Maybe I'll cut this video short and I'll do it in like the next 5-10 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? But I really want to teach a lot about the afterlife and what to do when you die. And I know it's kind of fun. It's not fucked up, because you should understand that death is really actually immortality, life. Like I said, here, you know, I get it, bills paid, y'all got kids to feed. At the end of the day, when you die, you're going by yourself. You're free. You're out of this body. Okay, that's why I be ghosting shit around, because when ghosts die, they be like, oh my God, I need to go save my kids, and I need to watch over my kids, and oh shit, I left the collard greens on the stove and now I'm dead, so I need to be around the stove and shit. Like, no, like, that's why it be ghosting spirits and shit around this bitch, because they haven't let go. That's why when y'all see Ghostbusters bringing a mist in them I'm so funny, dog. I'm really funny. I've been really realizing, like, people, like, I'm funny. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Okay. So yeah, this is why when you see like Ghostbusters or like Taps and stuff like that, those type of shows, sometimes they bring in a medium to help those spirits go to the other side, because they just be so trapped here. Like, that'd be like, so like, oh, or like, it'd be like, I seen this one where it'd be actually a few like this. It'll be down in the South, and they have like these plantations and shit, and these racist ass plantation owners they still be around creeping and shit around their house and shit, and they be racist as hell. Damn, how you racist as hell from the other side of the veil? Like, nigga, get a grip. So it's just like they have a hard time letting go, because going to the other side, transcending, is a very scary process. Some go to the light. Okay, if you go to the, I'm gonna put that in my next video. I ain't gonna spill the beans down. Okay, but yeah, the afterlife is very different. So yeah, you was in the graveyard, and yeah, somebody will try to follow you. Yeah, I mean, with spirits, it be spirits around here. Like, I never had a malicious spirit come to me, because one, I feel like I have what rules the spirit world is willpower. Or even when it comes to magic, if you're trying to put a spell on somebody, what's going to make it work is your willpower has to be stronger than theirs. So if you and another witch are doing witchcraft on one thing, it's like battle of wills. Who has the best willpower? And I feel like I have a lot of willpower. So even if I was to sense something bad, I'll be like, you nigga, you gotta go. We gonna square up. Like, we gonna square the fuck up. Like, I remember, I don't know. Okay, I'm about to share this one. Okay, so have y'all ever like heard or seen like this guy in the astral realm? When you astral projecting, the nigga with the top hat, the nigga that look like the Babadook. I don't know if y'all seen the Babadook, but y'all ever had a dream or like astral projected and see like some dark ass nigga with a top hat on? Like, a lot of people be seeing this person, and I think I saw him one time. And when I saw that nigga one time, is that what it's called? Samadhi? Is it Samadhi? That's his name? Like, I don't know if that's his name, but basically, okay. So basically, people have encountered when they astral projected or when they dreamed or lucid dreamed, they seen like a man in a top hat, right? So, you know, I saw this nigga too, like, Byron. That's what, okay, so that's what it is. Who is this person? Like, his name is Byron. Is that the same nigga? Y'all remember that one story where that one white girl, where she was doing voodoo and some shit had happened? Hey, what's up? Okay, so who is he? Who the fuck is Byron Samadhi? Like, what is his purpose? What does he do? Like, what is he, what's his purpose? Like, because I think, ain't he responsible for, like I said, y'all remember that picture of that white girl that was going around? She ended up dying. And she thought she was tapping into Papa Legua, but she was actually tapping into Byron. That's who. Okay, so that's who it was. Okay, that's who it was. Of the crossroads. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out why the fuck he visited me. So when he visits people, what that mean? Like, looks like, but he's the lower of the dead. Okay, represents Saturn energy. Yeah, I did see that. Like, I was hearing a lot of people say, like, she wasn't tapping into who she thought she was tapping into. Okay. Well, but yeah, so I didn't know who that was. Like, you know, I don't appreciate that. Well, did he try? I don't know if he tried to come kill me, but I was just like, not today. Like, I remember I was in my friend's bed. She had left to go somewhere. But this was like way before though. This was like when I didn't even know about this shit. This was like maybe 2014, 2015 maybe. Yeah, I was laying in my bed. I was almost astral projecting. Like, I didn't leave my body, but I was asleep, but I could see the ceiling. Like, my eyes were closed, but I can see the ceiling because I was laying on my back. You know, when you lay on your back, you're more subjected to out-of-body experiences, because it might have been a Saturday. I think it was a weekend when I was over there. I think it was a Saturday. Honestly, that's crazy that you said it was a Saturday, because I think I was over my friend's house on a Saturday. But yeah, so I remember, you know, I'm asleep, my eyes are closed, but I'm still looking at the ceiling. Like, I'm still aware of the ceiling. And, you know, to the left of me, I see like some nigga in a top hat, and he trying to like put his hands across. It's almost like he was trying to smother me. Like, he was putting his hands across my breathing stuff, like my breathing anatomy. So like my nose and my mouth. It's like he was trying to put his hand on my mouth, and in my ethereal body, I'm pushing this nigga off. Like, nigga, you got me fucked up. Like, I was really fighting this nigga, because I'm like, nigga, I don't know who you are. I got mad. Like, I got so mad. I got really so mad because I feel like he tried to smother my face. And I fought this nigga off. And then after I fought him off, I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, that was crazy. He trying to get some pussy. No. No, yeah, that shit was weird. Like, but I fought that nigga off. And I got mad. Like, you know, I got that, a lot of that Mars energy. Like, I was tapped into my Mars energy at the time. And I'm just like, nigga, who are you? Like, I really got mad. So in the spirit realm, like, I be letting niggas know, like, you're not gonna fuck with me in the spirit realm. Like, I will beat your ass. Like, I will beat your fucking ass. Okay? You don't know me. Yeah. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, thank y'all for helping me decipher that. Because I'm just like, I've seen this nigga in the top hat. Who the fuck is this nigga? So I don't know if y'all seen the Babadook. I think, ain't that what the Babadook is based on? Have y'all heard of the Babadook? It's a Australian based movie, but that shit was pretty scary. Like, but I watched it like with a group of friends. We was high as hell, and like I think like about 1%. It was like at least 12 of us, like downstairs in my cousin's basement, and we was just high, and like we was watching the movie, but we was laughing the whole time, even though it was kind of scary, but we was kind of laughing the whole time. But yeah, the Babadook, that shit was kind of wild. So I think, yeah, maybe the Babadook is it Byron Samadi or something like that. That's what his name is. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of the Babadook. So it's very interesting. And you know what? Oh shit, that makes sense. Cause y'all remember, yeah. That little boy did go through it. Don't let it in. Don't let it in. Don't let it in. Okay, so it's starting to make a lot of sense how Byron Samadi is associated with sex. Cause y'all remember, I don't know, for those who've seen the Babadook. If you haven't seen the Babadook, I'm sure it's still on Netflix. Y'all remember how the mom, she was sexually deprived, right? So y'all remember beginning before the Babadook had showed up, like she wanted to masturbate, but the son had came in there and then just ruined everything. Like, but yeah, so I can see that. I can believe that because how Byron Samadi or the dude in the top hat, like, so that's helping me connect those two because the lady in the movie, she was very sex deprived. Like, she needed some dick because her husband died, like, and left her with a child. Yeah, we do tend to reflect our inner demons, but me and my demons, we cool. Yeah, it's called, yeah, the Babadook. Like, you'll see it. It's like I said, don't watch that shit. I mean, it depends on your type of, like, I can watch it now without being scared, but when I first watched it, I was kind of scared, but I had my friends to comfort me at the time, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, your inner demons, work on your inner demons too. I don't really have a problem with inner demons because like I said, I'm so tapped into my dark side. It's ridiculous. I haven't let any nightmare. Yeah, same. I don't really have nightmares. I don't have nightmares either. I really have nightmares. I've just been having a lot of dreams about my family lately, which is weird. Right, I am a demon. Okay, I am. Everybody. Like I said, my demons are cool. Like, I know I got... One is a man and one is a woman. I keep telling y'all that. Like, one is a man and another one's a woman. She's similar to, like, Jezebel. This the bitch who don't give a fuck, okay? They were in a car and his mom was just like, why? I was thinking that too. That's crazy how you picked up that. When she told the boy, why can't you just be normal? But yeah, I have one demon that's a female. She's very, like I said, she's not promiscuous, like she wants sex, but it's just like she wants to possess souls, okay? She wants to own your soul, okay? And she, like I said, she all about her money. She all about material gains. And then like the guy demon that I have, he's very like, he's very violent. Let me say that. He's extremely violent. He's extremely violent. This is the type, this type of demon that's my demon. He will slit your throat. Like, okay, this is the thing though. Like, he's not the type he's not the type to just go up to somebody and kill somebody. If he sees that you're doing, like, I think about it like this. A lot of humans, they're not doing anything. They're not in their life purpose. All they're just doing is going to work, buying groceries, consuming. They're not thinking outside the box. They're not questioning their reality. They're not doing anything, right? So it's like that type of demon around me, he like, sir, it's like, and this is how I do my vampire magic. I used to practice a lot of I practiced a little bit of vampire magic. So he represents my vampire magic, okay? And like I said, this guy, he just don't go around, because I got a code. Like, my different personalities, my different demons, we have a code, okay? So I just don't go and walking up to a nice old lady. That's if she ain't do shit to me. You know, reality is perspective is reality. Perception is reality. It's just, man, listen, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but yeah, it could be good at you. But this one has a code. But basically, yeah, he he just feeds off humanity. It's just weird, like how he is. Like he's very violent. Let me just say that he's very violent, but he has a code. Okay. So yeah, one is female. She's more like a succubus type. Okay, and then the other one is a male. I actually love my male demon. I rock with him because he's like a warrior. He's like the emperor in the tarot deck. It's just like he doesn't really deal with emotions, but he has a code. He has a code. Okay, he has a code. But yeah, this demon is like the type of nigga that'll slit your throat. But it's just like it'll just be like, okay, you're not doing nothing with your life. You ain't got no family. You are a dickhead. You're at the bar drunk. So yeah, so that's how I'm familiar with my demons. And they be rocking with me. They be chill. Like, you know, I have a violent demon. Okay, the type of nigga that will slit your throat and use the blood from your throat and cast it on my forehead. Like, I'm very, like I said, I'm a very dark person, but I keep them under control. Okay, they only come out in certain things. Okay. Come out in certain ways. I don't want to murder nobody because I'm too pretty for jail, okay? I ain't trying to be cuddled up in a cot, you know, next to no Big Shirley or whatever. Like, I ain't trying to be Big Shirley's bitch, okay? Because I don't want to do... Yeah, anime really talks about demons. I briefly watched, what's that one show called that deals with Satan and stuff? Blue Exorcist. I need to actually finish watching that. Or even in Naruto. Oh my god. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I've been wanting to make this video on Naruto for months now. Even Naruto, the Jinchuriki, okay? The Jinchuriki are demons, okay? How many are there? There are 9. There are 9 demons, right? 9 represent cycles, completion. So they're demons. You got, of course, Kurama. You got the 8 Tails. You got Son Goku, who was more of the monkey. Y'all see him with the beard. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. I heard about Yu Yu Hakusho deals with a lot of demonic stuff. So a lot of anime deals with demons because the Japanese, they know. Okay, Asians, they got melanin. Okay, Demon Slayer. There you go, Demon Slayer, right? Like Nezuko. Nezuko, even though she's a demon and she's what's the main character's name? God damn it, I lost it. Y'all know I'm a big anime watcher. I love anime. Oh my god. Nezuko. Yeah, the 9 Tails, all that stuff. Nezuko is actually what's his name? The main character. Oh, Jesus Christ, I cannot think of his name. I just know his sister's name. But yeah, I think she just represents a polarity of demons. Because, you know, you got good, bad demons. Yeah, you can't get into anime, Tyrone. Yeah, you need to get into anime. Like, you need to at least start with something basic, something that would interest you. Like type person you are, Tyrone, like, you will really be, like, interested in anime. Like, you have to really sit and watch it. I would say at least start with the basics. Like, start with Naruto. At least start with Naruto. Like, start watching Naruto. Like, it's very, you know, it deals with darkness and light. And I noticed that, too, with anime characters. Let me write this down. I'm going to make a video on that, too. Y'all ever notice in anime characters, there's always a light character and a dark character, right? But they basically represent the same thing. Like, for example, Goku, more light. Vegeta, more like Dragon Ball Z, right? Goku and Vegeta, you know, that light and that darkness. Naruto, you got Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto being that light, Sasuke being that darkness. I'm watching My Hero Academia. So you got Bakugo and you got Midoriya. Bakugo's a little, but no, I wouldn't say Bakugo. I would say what is his name? Todoroki, the dude with the half red, the half, you know. That's how long it's been. Damn, so you didn't even get into Shippuden. Oh my gosh, Naruto is nothing compared to Shippuden. Like, the original Naruto, when I got into Shippuden, I'm like, holy hell. Like, Shippuden was very emotional for me. Like, Shippuden really taught me a lot of lessons. That was a very transformative period for me. Like, I cried. Like, when I tell you I've never cried at an anime, Naruto is an anime I cried. Like, I really cried because the lessons was just so beautiful, because I really associate myself with Naruto, because Naruto rules the solar plexus. He's all about the solar plexus. If you notice and you get the qualities about Naruto, he represents the solar plexus. The first Naruto was better. Man, I don't know what you smoking, but I want some, okay? Talking about the first Naruto was better over Shippuden. Now, I see maybe you talking about Boruto, but over Shippuden, absolutely not. Shippuden was awesome. Amazing. I know, R.I.P. Neji. I'm so mad that I cried then too. Like, I was so mad that Neji died. That hit home for me. Oh, Shippuden is the best. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think you talking about Boruto. I haven't even watched Boruto. But yeah, a lot of these animes be talking about esoteric sciences. Attack on Titan. Yes. Okay, you would enjoy Attack on Titan. Okay, Attack on Titan, like stuff like that is more you like. I can tell you like darker anime like me. So like Attack on Titan will be more up your alley. So and Attack on Titan is not like any other anime because out the gate, the first episode action. Okay, like other like My Hero Academia, like it wasn't until like 20 episode 20 where it starts to get really interesting, but Attack on Titan is actually a really good anime because from the first episode, action, right off the gate, you already starting the storyline. Code Geass, okay, give me a brief description about what that is. You don't like My Hero? I can see why you say that because My Hero is very, My Hero Academia, it's slow. It's just so slow. Like, I don't know, but it's starting to pick up now. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar is really good, especially for learning how to control the elements, how to control yourself, how to control your planets. Avatar: The Last Airbender, because you are the Avatar, okay? The Avatar state, okay? And the Avatar state is the 5th element, okay? You got 4 elements. We got earth, wind, fire, water. But the 5th element is spirit. That's what the Avatar is. The Avatar is the spirit, okay? So, and I keep telling y'all, watch The Legend of Korra too, because The Legend of Korra is reflective of what's actually happening right now. So I really encourage y'all to watch you don't have to necessarily watch Avatar: The Last Airbender to watch The Legend of Korra, but you know, I highly recommend y'all watch it because a lot of like they talk about harmonic convergence, like that book I had in my last video called the Pleiadian Agenda. They talk about the harmonic convergence. Harmonic convergence happened in 2012, okay? And when spirit portals were open and stuff, and eventually in Korra, like when she opened those portals, the spirits, it was actual spirits interacting with the people. Same shit that's going now in this world today. When a portal was open, she kept that portal open. She allowed spirits and humanity to live as one. So the spirits and humans were actually fucking with each other. They were living with each other. So, too childish. But yeah, Code Geass or whatever. Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! From the beginning. I had to really finish it. I just really finished the one where they beat Pegasus. And they was battling against that one little girl who was just like, yeah, you stole this from my dad, or you stole this from my granddad. My granddad did this. You stole this from him. Like, that was the last part I was on, but I still got a little bit of ways to go. Roger Shield, I watched Black Clover. I still watch Black Clover. I'm like pretty far along in Black Clover. I think I'm like on the verge of season 3 in Black Clover. Mind you, each season's pretty long as hell. So Black Clover, I'm almost to season 3. So I've been watching Black Clover too. That's been really good in terms of magic. So if y'all really want to get into more magic and how to control magic and how to work with magic, Black Clover has a lot of, it'll give you some ideas of how to channel your magic and doing things at your altar and stuff. Like I said, anime is very helpful for the spiritual path. I'm telling you, it's so helpful. It is. And eventually, like I said, I want to eventually, in regards to my channel, I want to make a whole series based on each anime and the lessons from each anime. But I think I'm going to start with Naruto first. So, yeah, I tried to get into Bleach too, but I don't know. I couldn't get into it. Maybe I should start. Man, you sound crazy. Korra could, man, you better stop sleeping on Korra. Korra's my girl. At first, of course, like, okay, like the first few episodes, I didn't really fuck with her. And I don't know, maybe Korra was different. But then again, Korra just represents the state of humanity. Like, Korra was more lost. She represents all of us, I guess. Everybody has their own path. But a lot of things, Cora, the only thing I don't like about Cora is Cora's too moral for me. Okay, that's the only thing I don't like about her. She's way too moral, way too oh, I want to do what's best for the people, and I don't like that. She she could be in all three elements at like 5. But okay, but think about it like this though. Cora, okay, I keep telling y'all, Cora represents what they call the new age. Cora represents the right now. So for example, right? I'm 24, right? I'm 25. Well, 25. I keep forgetting I turned 25, right? I'm learning things that Bobby Hemmett and Panic didn't learn till like they was probably like 30 or 35. So it's just the advancement of the new generation, you know? So it's like she represents the current age right now. Cora represents what's happening right now, how younger kids are going to be a little bit more advanced than their predecessors. So like how me and y'all, we know information at this age that niggas didn't probably get introduced to like 35 after their Saturn return. I haven't even went through my Saturn return yet, and I know about death, I know about black magic, I know how to decipher the Bible, I know all of this stuff, you know. So you see what I'm saying? So it's just like I get it, but A was just a representation of the old world, the older age is what we're shifting out of now. But Cora represents change. Cora is actually in her realm the reflection of the age of Aquarius, because she's representing change. She's doing things that no other avatar has done before. You know what I'm saying? Just like now, our generation, the younger generation, even Panic said this himself. He was like, it seems like the younger generation, they get it a lot more easier and faster, which is true, because we're a little bit more advanced. On top of that, most people born between what, 90 and 95 has that Neptune and Uranus conjunction. It's a generational aspect in their birth charts. So a lot of people are really advanced now, especially the kids that's being born now. Now I do kind of worry that the kids being born now, some of them are being born under fucking Christian having parents. They gonna get them niggas a headache. Okay, I feel kind of sorry for them kids, because them kids gonna be seeing spirits and shit, and then they parents gonna be trying to teach them about Jesus in a time like this. Like, nigga, what? Like, are you fucking serious? But I digress. Yeah, a lot of yeah, so that's what Cora represents. Cora represents our generation. You know how we learning all this new advanced shit. And like I said, I'm not even in my Saturn return yet. Your Saturn return is like the transition to real adulthood. I'm still in my 20s, my early 20s. So that's how she can bend all three elements as stuff, because she represents us, this generation, us. You know, she's a lot younger. So yeah, that's just what it is. If you watch I keep telling y'all, watch The Legend of Korra, because it describes the events happening now. Like Avatar Aang, okay, yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I whoop the fly. Like his shit was really important too, but The Legend of Korra just pushes it to the next level. Yeah, to say exactly, Rey. That's not her name, Rain in Star Wars. Man, I'm gonna let y'all know, I cried. Oh, I cried. Like the last Star Wars movie, I cried. I was and I had to walk out because I was so embarrassed. I cried, and yes, because it hit me. Like, one, it's just like Kylo Ren and Rey, they were considered the twin flame dynamic. Okay, that was a different twin flame type of shit, you know. So that shit was beautiful. And you know how the Emperor, he was like the bond, like how he ciphered the energy between the bond between those two people. Like literally the bond that they had was literally a life force, and he was pulling from that life force. That shit was powerful. And even though I knew Kylo Ren wasn't gonna make it, because it's just like, this nigga, you killed you killed your father. Like, they not gonna let you live. So I knew they wasn't gonna let him live. But yeah, the last Star Wars movie, I cried because I like underdog stories. Because in my earlier childhood, I can relate to the underdog. Like, I was really disaccepted. Like, I really thought I was a demon because I hated going to church, and I was a really weird ass kid. And sometimes people would make fun of me because of how I looked, and you know how I wasn't cool and like the other girls and stuff like that, because I was a fucking weirdo. So it's just like Rain, same thing with Rain in Star Wars, Rain wasn't meant to be shit. She was a scrapper. Like she wasn't meant to be anything. Like her parents, but come to find out, as she started to learn who her parents were, how her parents and this represent. Oh shit, you know what? I'm gonna download Disney Plus just to do a dissertation on that movie. That whole Star Wars trilogy was cold. Like, Rain, both of her parents were, I think one parent was from the dark side, another parent was a Jedi, or from, the is it the Republic, or I don't know. But she had both parents, so she represented both sides, right? I think, no, not same thing with Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren was both parents of the Republic. One parent was a Jedi, which was Princess Leia, and the other parent was Han Solo. Okay, he was also, for the Republic, for the people, basically. But yeah, I cried. The part that did it for me, this is the part that did it for me, right? The part that did it for me in the movie, when at the end, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. At the end, she was like, when she went to go bury the lifesavers, both, I think, Princess Leia and Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker's lifesavers in the desert. And then an old lady had came to her and asked her, well, what do I call you? What's your name? Rain what? Who are you? And she looked and she saw the spirit of Princess Leia. Oh, I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry. That shit made me cry. She saw the spirit of, like, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. And she was like, my name is Rain Skywalker. Like, y'all laughing, bro. That shit really hit me. I'm sorry. Y'all laughing. That shit really hit me. Like, cause she wasn't meant to be shit, like, throughout her life. Like, niggas thought that she was really going to be, they really thought she was about to be, like, a scrapper for the rest of her life. So, like, that shit, I was like, just thinking about that shit really made me cry. Because it's like now she a Jedi now, and this is what movies like that represent this time of change. Is because her lifesaver now is a color that has never been produced before. So it's all about change. Like, this is why I be saying to people, like, all that old stuff, like, we're going back to Egypt and doing all that shit. We're meant to create a new empire, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rain hurt, and I'm like, watch these movies, because these movies are telling y'all what the fuck is going on. Watch these shows, like, because Rain, she now has a yellow lightsaber. When the last time you seen a nigga with a yellow lightsaber? Nigga, we seen red, we seen green, we seen blue, we even seen purple, but nigga, we never see a yellow lightsaber. Like, throw that movie in the garbage. But no, that shit, I don't care what you say. I love you, Tyrone, but I'm gonna have to disagree. Like, that shit was beautiful. Like, that shit, I cried. Like, I was in the movie theater crying like a baby. Like, that shit got me emotional now. But that shit was so beautiful. But it's just representing a change, shit that we not, and maybe that's because why people were disappointed in it, because they wasn't expecting it to go the way that they go. But this is the new world, okay? The new world is not going to fit your expectations, okay? They're not. It's a completely different new world. So this is what Rain represents and Korra represents. Like, people might not like the Legend of Korra, but she represents change in that old world, which is like the boomers and our parents and shit. They're like, y'all be like, I don't like the Legend of Korra, I don't like Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? They're like our parents, the older generation. Like, oh, I don't like y'all niggas do this, and y'all so entitled and privileged. When I was my age, I had to walk 20 miles to work, and I only worked for 5 cents an hour, and I still supported 10 kids and 3 brothers and 5 dogs and 2 chickens and shit. Like, nigga, like, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. But yeah, so for real, that's how they be, man. I'll be like, man, that's not my problem. So it's like, yes, I do admit the younger generation, we do have it a little bit more easier. We do. Especially me, seeing from what my parents went through, I am extremely blessed. Because this is what we meant to do. We meant to bring in a new age. This is why Sister Myra, I don't know if y'all watch Sister Myra, but Sister Myra was just like, basically, the shit that you couldn't do before then, you can do now. Literally, this time is so beautiful. I am glad that this shit is happening. Y'all don't understand what's happening. The world is shifting. And people, I've been saying this shit since 2016, 2015. People used to think I was crazy. I thought I was crazy. But now, like I said, I'm seeing that the world is shifting to what the fuck I've been preparing people for. The world is shifting. So when I be telling people, hey, you need to work on this. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do that. Like the world is shifting so much. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And this is the time that we have been waiting for. This is the time that we have prepared. All them arguments with your family about Christianity and shit is come to right now, okay? And I feel it. I feel it in everything. I feel it in the wind. I feel it in the sun. The sun be out, baby. The sun be kicking photons, okay? The sun be, you seen the sun now? It's hot as hell. That shit be beaming, boy. Like, and it's just like, you have to really pay attention to the elements. Pay attention to the wind. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy and corny, because I remember my mentor, she a Pisces. So, Pisces, they merge with everything, right? 333, that's what's up. But y'all know Pisces, they merge with everything, right? So I remember one time she was like, have you listened to the wind lately? And she just started crying like I was crying about Star Wars, like about 10 minutes ago, right? And I was just like, damn, why the fuck she crying over the wind? But when you actually are in your own consciousness, and when you're actually out in the world and you see and you feel the changes that's going on, and you hear it's just simple, it's like certain things start to speak to you. Especially if I don't eat all day, right? That's why I only limit my meals to like one big meal a day, okay? If you don't eat all day, like, you're going to really notice your body's a lot lighter. So if I don't eat all day, and if I just eat just water, and that's pretty much it, I can hear everything. Like, yeah, like the hill she cried over Ray Critchie. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I'm like, why the fuck is my mentor crying over the wind? Nigga, you crying over the wind. But no, it's like once I actually tapped into what she was saying, afterwards, this was like weeks afterwards, or maybe even like a month or so afterwards, once I actually did that and understood, I'm like, wow, like I can feel the wind, I can hear what the wind is saying. Like, the wind is actually, pay attention, this is our time. This is our time. I'm so happy because the gods are returning. You are the old ones. You are the great ones. When they talking about God is returning for his chosen people, they talking about your black ass, okay? That's all they talking about. This is our fucking time, okay? And I feel like some of us, well, okay, this is my theory, okay? This is just my theory, okay? I feel like, yes, there are other humans, like y'all tuning into this live feed. There are humans that are going to be on this level, okay? So we're the ancient. I've accepted the fact that I'm ancient as hell, okay? I'm ancient, I'm very different. I have an effect on people who are not really on this frequency, which is fine. There are ancient souls just like us, okay? So from the Atlantean age to the Mesopotamian age to the Egyptian age, nigga, we've been through all this shit, okay? And we're here now, right? But there are still some niggas or some people, okay? Because I do believe white people also have a melanin contact too. So white people, it do be some white brothers and sisters out there, okay? And like I said, I've met these people and I have discernment. So I'm not just saying this because, oh, Willie Winch, or you just, no. It's just soul shit, right? They're going to be the gods, and they're going to be the humanitarians, okay? So the humanitarians are more in the 4D right now, coming into the 5D. So they want to help the world and fix humanity and you know, oh my God, everybody should have this and everybody should have that. I feel like as the gods, as the ancient ones, we're going to rule and they're going to report to us. So the humans who are a little more humanitarian, you know, who a little more, they care about this shit a little more than we do. We care too, don't get me wrong. But am I going to merge my pain with suffering on earth? No, because like I said, I'm doing my purpose here, but ultimately I'm waiting to die, nigga. I'm waiting to go to the spirit realm. I'm ready to get the fuck on. I'm ready to go to Saturn. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. So it's just, I feel like a lot of the humanitarians are going to work for us. Okay, they're going to be like our knights. Okay, they're going to be like, okay, this is what's going on, and because of the kindness in our souls, we're going to be like, all right, humanitarian gods or baby gods, or there will be like, how y'all seen Attack Clash of the Titans. Y'all seen Clash of the Titans where it's a different higher weight, because like you got Zeus, Poseidon, Hera. Those are like the top gods. But then you got like gods like Ares and Venus and Aphrodite and Artemis and all these people. They're like, I feel like it's gonna be like that. So I don't know. It's definitely gonna be a weird time. Yeah, humanity is a worst enemy, but I feel like nigga, we still gonna be here. Like, but it's not gonna be. I feel like we're still gonna be in these vessels. But all this old shit is gone. Like, a lot of people who just living just to sake to be living, they're not gonna make the shift. So I really feel like we're meant to rule this world. I feel like I'm meant to rule this world. Like, I feel like I'm meant to be a leader, and so do y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all have gifts and abilities, but I really feel like, damn, I don't even know how to say this without being, no, it's not ego, it's just is what it is. Like, I think my soul was always in a very authoritative position. Okay, yeah, Noble Stead. I hate y'all. Noble Stead, I'm fucking dead. But yeah, like, that's what I feel like. I feel like, they just gonna come to us, like, I don't know, because you still got a lot of humanitarian people out there, and I feel like they do serve a purpose. At least they're above the third dimension. They do serve a purpose. I feel like they do. But I feel like we're going to be the old counselors, or at least I'm going to be y'all. If y'all resonate with this message, okay, I feel like we're going to be the old counselors to be like, all right, fuck humanity, but we're still residing here on Earth, so let's make Gaia or planet Earth as comfortable as she may be. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Yeah, basically rule. There you go, rule over humanity. I feel like we're gonna be the rulers over humanity. We're not gonna be. I don't plan on being an asshole or dick, because we gotta learn that shit from the Egyptian age and the Mesopotamian age, like the Egyptian age and all that shit. Like, we was really some fucked up ass people. That shit. Like, when you see like them 14th, 12th centuries movies, them Game of Thrones type movies, or Game of Thrones type shit, when they just like, oh, throw him to the wolves, or off with his head, or I'm bored, I want to kill you. Like, we were doing that shit in Egypt. Okay, so it's just like, I know, like, I have the capability of doing that, but I feel like I don't want to do that this time around. I want to do something a little different. Okay, so all that shit where you see all those kings and queens and European kings talking about off with their head, and they cut niggas head off for no reason because they're not providing them with the right entertainment. We did that shit. They got that shit from us. Okay, literally everything is from us. We was doing that shit in Egypt. Okay, like, the perfect example is that Remember the Times video, that Michael Jackson. Thank you. Oh, see, we here. That Remember the Times video. How Eddie Murphy, he played the king. He was just like, nobody was entertaining him, so he was just like, go ahead and dead him, big dog. Like, next. Okay, who else is entertaining me? Go ahead and dead him. Like, that's a representation of how we were. We were really savages, because we, like I said, we knew we were gods, but I feel like we're kind of paying for it now, where, niggas is trying to appeal to the police and slavery and shit. I feel like that is kind of like, the law of, what's that law called? The law of rhythm. Everything, the pendulum swings. So when shit is up, it's up. When shit is down, it's down. So I feel like the pendulum was swinging at that point. So this is the past 400 years or so, because we were like that, and we really didn't give a fuck like that, and we probably somewhat disconnected from Earth and power drunk. I feel like this time now is to see what we've been through. Okay, get back into our power. Like, hey, we were actually powerful, but that old shit that y'all was on before, with throwing a nigga to the lines because this nigga wouldn't tap dance correctly, is just like, no, that's just like, so yeah, that's really my intuition is what I'm gonna say, because listen to Sister Myra, she talking about claim your position as cosmic royalty. And she used to say you're here, you're in training to be the leader. You are in training to be the leader of the new world. Right now is that transitional period. We're really in that transitional period. Here's the old world. Here's the transitional period where we in right now, and here's the new world. We're transitioning into that new world right now. Okay, so yeah, we're in the middle point. Do you feel like we're going to blend into patriarchy and matriarchy? Okay. It's going to be a balance, but I do feel like feminine principles are going to be considered more. Let me say this. Feminine principles are going to be considered more, okay? Now, I'm not saying like it's going to be like some type of, like on Rick and Morty, how like, you know, y'all seen that planet where them goddesses has men as slaves, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be like that, but it's just like, it's going to be like back in Egypt, right? Back in Egypt, you couldn't be a pharaoh without appealing to a council of elderly women. Okay, if these elderly women on this council didn't fuck with you, you wasn't gonna be pharaoh. Okay, so because we chose you, okay, you get to be the face of Egypt. You get to lead Egypt. Okay, you get to have all your glory, all your concubines, all your gold, and all your riches, okay? But we choose you to be on that because we, you know, we trust you. We trust you to lead, okay? Women, feminine women, okay? The divine feminine likes women who lead, okay? So even though even though the Pharaoh, he's in charge. If he say go to war, nigga, we going to war. If he say, nigga, I want to fucking have 15 bitches and fucking cotton slippers and fucking wine and feeding me and stroking my dick and shit like that, you can do that. That's your right. But remember, you have to appeal to a council of women to be approved to have that position, to have that power, okay? So I feel like it might be like that, okay? Maybe. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna be like, no, yeah, like the sacred whores, the holy priestesses and stuff like that. I'm really on my high priestess shit. I've been realizing my intuition has been out of this world, okay? My intuition's been, you can't hide shit from me, okay? I be telling people, especially humans, male humans, I'll be like, baby, you can't hide nothing from me, honey. But I don't want to be egotistical about it. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like, I don't know. I'm trying to keep my ego and my spirit in check. But sometimes I'm going to have a very big ego. And it's not an ego that comes from the human ego to compensate for something. It's just, no, my soul is old. Like, I feel like I've been through some shit. Like, I've been here. I feel like I've been through here for a while. Like, I've been existing as this entity in this body for a long ass time. Okay, so it's not ego, it's just experience, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's really weird. So I be trying to check myself to make sure, okay, is this ego talking, you know? But no, it's not ego talking, it just is what it is. So but I put it in a way that's a little more, you know, tactful. Let me say that. Yeah, there's nothing to hide when you truly as open, baby. You never met a Plutonian, honey. I'm a Plutonian. I got Pluto everything. I got Pluto contacting my sun. I got Pluto contacting my moon. I got Pluto contacting my Mars. I got Pluto in the 8th house, Jupiter in the 8th house, Scorpio in the 8th house. Oh, I got a lot of Scorpio energy. So even if you don't show me what you want to show me, I'm going to find out. I'm a great people reader. Excellent people reader. It is not like people got to be hitting for a book. It's just like, I just know. Even if somebody's real defensive, it's just like, okay, this person been through this. This is why he doing this, or this is why she doing this. I know how to get to people. A war general, baby. That's what we need. I like generals. I want to tell generals what to do. Not like, you know, not like be my slave, but you know, I want generals to report to me, and I want generals to make me proud. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my queen, or my goddess. Today I have made sure that we conquer this, or I've made sure that the enemy is defeated, and there's nothing for you to worry about. I will be like, thank you. I will bless you with a nice meal and all the wine that you can drink and all the women that you can fuck, Mr. General. Thank you so much for protecting my kingdom, and I love you so much. Like, Like that's what I want to do. It's not ego. It's just like I want I want to be made proud. Like I want you to be like, okay, I trusted you to handle a situation. I trusted you to be the best for me and this planet. And that's what you're doing. And I want to reward you, okay? So, because you fight for me. You fight for me because you know who I am. You understand who I am. That's also, and I feel like I'm royal. Like I really feel like I'm royal. I'm not saying I was a queen. Maybe I was a queen or something in the past life. I don't know. But I was like, I was real royal. LSD, I've been my ego baggy and the sun in my straight right. Yeah. I have not tried LSD or psychedelics. I'm waiting to try psychedelics. On some God of War shit. Yeah. But like I said, everything is not gonna be the same. I feel like it's not gonna. I think I learned from the lessons from old Egypt and the old way of ruling things, how black people do. So I'm a very diplomatic woman. Okay, I'm not gonna be no evil power tripping person. And I'll have other people probably too. You know, I'll consult or contact other guys, like my mentor. She's very Piscean, like, so she wants to be like, oh my God, have humility towards humanity. She don't be like, let's care for humanity. She would just be like, you need to have compassion towards humanity. You need to, and that's okay. Sometimes it's bad to have those. She's the light and I'm the darkness. Like, she's the type of people, she just be like, okay, you know, humanity is fucked up, but you know, that's a reflection of you and da 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 da. And I'll be like, listen, Miss Danielle, I love you so much, but I think that's horseshit. Humanity is fucked up. Some of these niggas gotta go, and some of these niggas are used for food. So I don't know. It's a lot of stuff going on. Have you ever met somebody and had the feeling that he understands and embraces godhood? A man? No. I have yet to meet a man in person. The only person I can say who remotely I've talked to and who represents that godhood is probably Tyrone, who is in this chat right now, and the Rogue Titan, okay? The Rogue Titan, okay? Those are the only two men I've met, not physically in my physical presence, but you know the internet is powerful, but through the internet and things like that. Yeah. So yeah, Tyrone is here. It's Mr. Rome Productions team, you know. But him and Rogue Titan are the only men that I've met who embody godhood. Who is the only male I've met who know who they are. Now I have met men who I see their godhood, right? I see it. Okay, like I see it, but their ego is in the way. Like they're stuck in their humanity, but I see them beyond their veil, and they're not into that. They have attraction for me because they see that I'm that set, and I see that there are Osiris, but it's just like they're not, you know. But yeah, in person, no. I'm still waiting on that day. I'm waiting on my Osiris, honey. It's like, you know, I'm waiting on my Osiris. He'll come. I'm the Empress. All right, I'm gonna show you who I am, and this is like kind of the energy, like, and this one I really want to do a video on tarot too, because tarot is based on archetypes that you see in your physical reality. Okay, so certain things like this, like temperance and tower moment is what's happening right now. You know how the government trying to control shit, but it's like with the quarantine shit, that's why they're opening shit up now, because they just like, okay, we can't tell these niggas to go back in the house because they rioting, and then we was to keep them back in the house, it's just like they just gonna riot some more. So this is why they telling people, okay, we gonna slowly open shit back up and shit like that, like, you know. So it's crazy. So it's just like, even when the elites, they try to do shit, it always backfires, because it's just like you can cast a spell, yes, but you have to, like, how that spell reacts is based on other outside circumstances. And when you're trying to cast a spell on the world, and you got all these photons coming in and spirits stepping in and our ancestors coming back and shit, and the chaos beings is coming back and all this shit now, it's just like it's different. It's totally different. It's not gonna get you the result that you want. It's gonna backfire. So this is who I am, okay? The Empress is a combination between all the kings in the suit, okay? The Empress is a combination of, and I'm gonna show you the Emperor too, because I love the Emperor, honey. I think I only met one man who's the emperor, and it's my uncle. Okay, my uncle, he's the emperor. Okay, he's a millionaire. He has a black wife, black kids. He a little bougie. He a little bourgeoisie, but I feel like eventually he'll get to his where he needs to be. Okay, so this is who I am. Okay, this is the Empress. She's a combination between the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is the Empress. This is me. And every time I do a reading or watch a reading on YouTube, this card always shows up. Okay, this is me. Okay, now this is the Emperor. Okay, this is who I need. Okay. Where he at, Spirit? This is who I need, okay? This is the Emperor. The Emperor is a combination between, this is the boss, okay? He's the combination between the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, okay? He tells the kings what to do, okay? This is the King of Wands. This is one example of the wand too, okay? This is why I be saying, like, you got to really pay attention to tarot. Tarot is very important. These represent archetypes that you see in everyday life, right? So this is the King of Wands, right? This is usually a male who is a fire sign, okay? The King of Wands, he's in his power. He's very charming, charismatic. He's a little bit more mature, and he's a fire sign, usually depicted as a man who embodies the energies of Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, okay? But this man is a ruler over this man, okay? This is this nigga's son, okay? This is the Emperor. Whatever the Emperor says goes. If he tell this nigga to jump 10 feet in the air, if the Emperor tells the King of Wands to jump 10 feet, the King of Wands gonna jump 10 feet because it's the Emperor. The Emperor has the last say so, okay? Yeah, the King of Wands. No, I mean... I'm a little lit, but it's the King of Wands. The King of Wands. Okay, wands are staff energy. Also, wands cards are represented by usually most of the black community. I know we all live in, well, I don't live in an urban area no more, but I used to until I moved to California. But the wands energy you can see in the black community. You ever see like older elders and how they walk through the neighborhood with them sticks and shit to make sure that you know, nobody fuck with them, to fight off dogs, to fight off robbers and shit. This represents that energy, okay? So this is us, you know, when you like, I know y'all seen them old people walking with big ass sticks like they Moses and shit. This is representation of them, okay? This is where that comes from. Okay, but yeah, so this is where, you know, this will be God, okay? This will be a nigga who's aware of his divinity, okay? And then this is me, but it's like, this nigga's not in my environment. He's not here. Like, I have potential emperors, but they got shit in the way. Like, they just not in, you know, this is what I need. This is who I am. You know, I'll be here. I'll stand in my power. I'll be all feminine and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a bad bitch. I'll make my money. You know what I'm saying? I'll get into my emotions. I'll have my own businesses and shit. But I'm waiting on this nigga. Where are you? But yeah, so tarot is very interesting. It's a very interesting, I don't know who invented this shit. Like, who? I know the original deck is Rider-Waite. I know a tarot, this form of tarot came out in the 70s, right? These whole forms. And guess where you know where I know this is my first tarot deck. I end up getting more. You know, I got the Aleister Crowley deck here. But you know where I got these first tarot card decks from? They say that, okay, I didn't know this, but they said it's really good luck if you get it from somebody else or somebody passed down their tarot deck to you. I got this tarot deck from a Russian. My friend, he's Russian, and white guy, white, and I'm telling you, he's a white Russian, okay? Like, he speaks Russian, Slovakian, all that shit. And, you know, around that area is gypsies. So he comes, like, I don't know if he comes from gypsies or his family's full of gypsies, but that's who gave me my first tarot deck. This is my first tarot deck, and it was given to me by a Russian man. And this Russian man is my friend. So it's just like, I was really blessed to receive this from him. But I remember we was at work one day, he was just like, yeah, I'm not going to use these. And yeah, he gave it to me. Like, these were passed down from gypsies, and they're back into the original woman. Okay, so I'm really happy about that. I really think about that shit all the time. Like, that's how I got my first tarot cards. My first tarot cards were given to me by gypsies. Okay, European gypsies. Yeah, foreign friends. Like I said, he speak fluent Russian and everything. But I think he's capable of tapping into the ethers. It's just, once you delve into chaos, it makes you crazy if you're not grounded and stable enough. So how some white people, they really mostly operate through the left brain, through logic. So he would explain to me like how sometimes getting into stuff would be too much for him, so he just cut it off. So I think he gave me his deck because it was just like, it was so much energy going on that he couldn't decipher it from the spirit realm. He just gave it to me. He was just like, listen, I know this is what you're on. I'm handing you this deck. You can have it. And he was a Leo man. Leo men are very generous, especially towards me. I got a Leo Mars. Leo men are really generous. So he's the Leo, and he gave me his tarot deck, and I'm just like, bet. And it's history from there. How did you learn tarot? You know what? How did I learn? Okay, after I got this tarot deck, right? This is my first tarot deck, right? I just started pulling cards. I will pull cards for myself. And the cards that I pull, I would look them up. And I was doing that for a while, to the point that I've identified what each card means to me. Like, tarot reading is based on the reader, okay? Each reader is going to decipher a message differently, okay? I've been hearing a lot about gematria, yeah. You probably go suicide, yeah. So he was on the brink, not on the brink of suicide, but he mentioned to me that basically he wasn't really in basically, long story short, it's easier for him to be in his logical mind instead of delving into these type of things. But yeah, that's how I learned tarot. Once he gave me my first deck, it's like I started pulling cards for myself. And I started, okay, when I pulled the cards, I might pull this card, the Chariot. I might look online. What does the Chariot mean? I'll look up different. And then it's like tarot, it's like you bond with your cards. Like, you really bond with your cards. I've learned to bond with these cards, okay, I've had these for 2 years now since he gave them to me. I got other decks too. Other new decks and stuff that I got into. This is recently. I got this for my birthday. I really like this deck too. This deck helped me understand this deck because it's the same thing but a little bit different. So yeah. My Instagram name in gematria is Hidden Process, and the devil is God. I know you did that shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You be thinking ahead. There's organic, natural side. That's good to support. But yeah, the Demon Tarot deck. Where that at? Put me in that direction. Y'all know I like dark stuff. Y'all know I'm about. But yeah, I haven't really gotten into gematria like that. It's just I've been watching videos based on gematria, and it all depends. So yeah, I've been really getting into gematria very briefly. Yeah, Tyrone, go ahead and put your Instagram name in here. I highly recommend y'all follow Tyrone, which is Mr. Rome Productions. Because he dropped a lot of heavy information, like a lot of heavy information. And a lot of his stuff has really contributed to who I am, and a lot of his teachings and the things that he posts has contributed to me. So Tyrone, please put your Instagram in the comment section so people can know how to follow you. But yeah, I really fuck with Tyrone, y'all. He knows his shit. Okay, in a way, he's the yin. He's the yang to my yin, okay? He is the truth. That's my nigga. It is crazy how you can bond with people over the internet. Like, I bond with people online. Like, I'm not even... And that makes it a lot easier because in my actual reality, don't nobody be out here. I be by myself. Like, I can't even have a normal conversation with people. You know. I don't know. What you mean why I'm bluffing? What I do? I ain't do nothing. What I'm bluffing about? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know sometimes, you know, I can be a little contradictory sometimes, but the universe is contradictory. Goddamn, what I do? Why I'm bluffing? Bluffing about what? Who gonna check me, boo? Check me. Okay, but but yeah, can you talk about mediumship? Real? I mean, what about mediumship? Mediumship is easy. It just depends on the individual. So what I do with tarot and stuff, it depends on my energy. I have a lot of fire in my chart, so fire is very intuitive. I actually found out that having more fire is more intuitive than water. Did y'all know that? I did not know that. Fire is a lot more intuitive than water, and that's how I be picking up on people's energies real quick if I talk to them. You can be a fire bender. It's very easy. Okay, I'm gonna make a video on this, but I'm gonna share this with y'all, right? Let me share this with y'all. Something I don't learn from a friend. Y'all are familiar with archons, right? If you're not familiar with archons, or what they call the archons, or they can be called parasites, okay, these are the entities that feed off negative emotions. So this is why people be depressed, all this George Floyd shit, how every time I do a police killing, how black people get angry and mad and shit. These are the entities that feed off that, okay? Now, Tyrone, when is your birthday? What's your sun sign? I want to know your sun sign. Put in your sun sign for me. Okay, this is what you do. If you want to be an elemental, okay. I've mastered the art of, okay, I've mastered fire. I'm mastering air, and I'm mastering water as we speak, okay? So in regards to fire, because if y'all watch, I keep telling y'all, watch The Legend of Korra, because The Legend of Korra is going to tell you how the first avatar became the first avatar, right? If you feel something heavy, because usually archons, they attach to the back of your neck, okay? Like, what is this place called? The Aduma Magabla, or whatever. The Medulla Magabla. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. The Medulla Magabla. It's back here, okay? Same thing how, you know, y'all saw in the Matrix, how Neo and everybody else, when they needed to plug into the Matrix, the plug will be back here, and it's the same thing, right? Y'all get what the fuck I was saying, okay? So basically, it's the same thing. This is the same position where Neo and Morpheus and shit be plugged in when they are on their way to the Matrix, right? So archons, or these negative energies, will do that, right? So they will literally latch themselves onto you, and whatever negative emotion that you're experiencing, they enhance. Now, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling something that's pulling on you, or if you're depressed or anxious, and you know you're a higher being, this is what you do, okay? It requires imagination. Imagine being the superhero that you always wanted to be, okay? Imagine having the power that you always wanted to be. So sit, and you imagine fire being in your hands, okay? Making a flame. It can be blue, red, you know, flame and fire comes in all different shapes and sizes, okay? You can do red. Red is the least hottest. And I think blue and green are the most hottest, okay? Okay, so you imagine, you know, it depends. Like with me, it doesn't take me that long. I can do this at a party, but it depends on your mental power, okay? I can really have a good imagination because I've always been a superhero. I've watched a lot of superhero movies and a lot of anime, and I know how to tap into this, okay? So all you gotta do is imagine fire in your hands, right? Imagine a flame. Like I said, it could be red, blue, green, whatever. Imagine this flame in your hand, okay? Growing, how big as small as you want it to be. And then, like I said, you can actually really bend it. Once you start really bending it and making it bigger, that's how you want it to be. Now, when you take that flame and that fire that's in your hands, you take it and you grow it whenever you feel comfortable of actually feeling like it's actually burning to the desire that you want. You take it and you put it on the back of your neck, okay? And when you pull it on the back of your neck, this is burning away those archons, okay? And sometimes you'll hear screaming. You may hear a little bit of screaming, because my friend, the friend who taught me this method, he did tell me that. He was just like, sometimes you might hear screaming. When you put it like that, that's just the entity being burned away, okay? And actually, I just did that shit now, and I felt like a little bit did burn away, okay? So it's just imagining literally a flame in you. This is firebending 101. I'm giving y'all first lesson on firebending, nigga. Like, this is really advanced shit. Okay, I'm telling you how to at least access your superpower on the 4D and above. Okay, so imagine flame. You take it, you build it, and then you put that flame. Imagine that fire burning back here in the back of your head, and then you'll hear screaming. Okay, and the arcana will be burned away. Now you can meditate as much as you want to. I feel like the more concentration you put into it, the more effective it will be. Purple flames, that's even more powerful, because purple is a higher frequency, you know. But burn that nigga away. As soon as you hear, like, if you feel something is attaching to you, or you feel anxious or depressed or something like that, and you know you a higher being, like, damn, this not even my vibration. I just did this and my neck cracked and got loose as fuck. Yeah, fire is a burner, okay? So, bam, firebending 101, baby. Y'all welcome. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna miss, this planet gonna miss me when I'm gone. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. But firebending 101. Airbending is a little different. Okay, you can do airbending to test your airbending skills. If you want to start, okay, because you know air is mental energy. It's mentalism. You can use airbending to control your thoughts. So, for example, if I'm feeling anxious or if I'm overthinking, you know what I imagine in my head? Like, I imagine in my head, like, me turning those thoughts. And once I begin to turn them like that, that's when the anxiety goes away. Like, I literally bend them and turn them in my head. I don't physically use my hands. You can, because it does help, but you can really bend them in your hands. Or what you can do is you can use an incense. Okay, because incense, that, you know how they say you need all 4 elements on your altar. You need a glass of water, air, which is incense, fire, which is a candle, and earth, which is crystals. You can use incense to determine, practice your airbending. Okay, use incense to practice your airbending. Okay, and then for water, okay, water bending. Cause I read something about this, like water. Okay, I use water bending to deal with bend my emotions. Okay, that's how I do it. Water bending is done in my heart chakra. Okay, now earth bending, I feel like I might have a little bit of problem with earth bending. Okay, and surprisingly, you know, I just recently tapped into my water bending because, you know, my friend, he's a Pisces Venus. And he's been showing me how to water bend and control emotions. So he's definitely a King of Cups energy. But yeah, you use why did you change your name? Because I'm no longer that entity. I'm no longer that person. I'm somebody greater now. Don't forget blood bending. Ooh, blood bending is forbidden. Blood bending is forbidden. You're not supposed to do blood bending. You're not supposed to use people against their will. That's wrong. That's bad. I'll pick fire and dark energy. Absolutely. Dark energy, I think of the power that, you know, Raven from Teen Titans. I'll have her. I've always wanted her power. I've always wanted Raven's power. I'm like, what is the source of her power? Exactly. Nothing is forbidden, right? It's only forbidden if you feel guilty about it. Like, that's why I don't like the Legend of Korra like that. I like Korra, but Korra's too moral. Like, she's too moral. She would have big kicked a lot of people's ass and saved some lives if she just would have just use that avatar state. Because you gotta understand, this is how powerful spirit is. This is why I be telling you the soul has no morals. It's human shit. Because you ever notice when the avatar is in the avatar state, when the avatar's eyes is white and shit, the avatar be destroying. The avatar don't give a fuck. The avatar be like, bitch, I'm about to, bitch. Like, the avatar don't give a fuck about your life. And once you're in the avatar state doesn't care. That's spirit. Spirit doesn't care. Light is meant to destroy. Okay, so a lot of times when Korra and Aang be in there, no, actually Korra is a Taurus. Okay, Korra is in the Libra. Korra is a Taurus. Surprisingly, right? Korra is a Taurus. That blew my mind. But Korra is really moral. But when she's in the avatar state, she be kicking ass. She be whooping ass. And that light is meant to destroy. That Haru, that hero energy doesn't care. It's just, I want to destroy you. You know, you fucking with me, you fucking with this, I want to destroy you. Point blank, period. So, yeah, you was close. Venus. I thought about that too, Venus. Right, the soul cares nothing for humanity. Like, that's why sometimes in an avatar state, they lose control. Like, I think Aang one time had lost control being in the avatar state, because it's that destruction. It's this darkness. It's that chaos. Okay, it's really that chaos. Okay, so think about that when you thinking about divinity. When Aang and Korra are in that avatar state, that's when chaos happens. Chaos happens, okay? It's just like, and it don't give a fuck about morals. But then, you know, she be trying to be like, oh, you're in the avatar state, you can't cheat. Like, somebody had told Korra, like, oh, you not fair, use the avatar state. Well, bitch, I have this gift. Like, fuck you. Like, this is my power. But that's the only thing I don't like about Korra. Korra is so moral. She just so, oh, I don't want to do this because it's wrong. Blood bending is wrong. No, you know how many lives? You know how much time she would have saved and casualties if she would have saved, if she would have just went against morality? Like, girl, you didn't cause all these casualties, and like, yeah, you saved the world, but damn, at what cost? Like, that's the only thing I just didn't like about it. Like, Legend of Korra, she's just so moral. Like, oh, that's not the right thing to do. Oh, I can't pick sides between two water tribes. I'm trying to have everybody come together. When she knew her uncle was a goddamn slime ball, and she had to take that nigga out. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? So you didn't, like, you let this nigga get to this point, and man, that shit did kind of make me mad. Like, some of that shit in the Legend of Korra did make me mad. Like, bro, you are the Avatar, bro. Start kicking some ass, okay? You are the Christ consciousness. You are the Haru. Start kicking ass. And mind you, you notice how Korra is black? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, pay attention to the Legend of Korra. The Legend of Korra talks about us. You notice how Korra is a melanated woman now? And she's ushering change. Okay? Like I said, the only downfall with that is, you know, I just don't like her moral side. But when she in an avatar state, oh, that avatar state be whooping ass. That avatar state don't give a damn. And mind you, that's the light energy. That's the what's called Rava. Rava is the light. Rava is the essence of the avatar energy. Y'all really gotta watch that shit. How do you know when you met a god? You know. In my opinion, when I met a god, I don't have to communicate in 3D form. I can communicate as the soul. So I can talk about certain things. I can use certain terminology. Like, certain terminology I can't use. So, for example, if I'm talking to a god, I'll be like, damn, you know, my avatar, I'll say things like, my avatar is kind of tired. Or like, my avatar is doing this. Or I'm feeling this. Or humans are this. I use certain terminology when I'm in my soul. And then that certain terminology, oh, okay, for example, yesterday, right? I met a friend through a friend, okay, because, you know, I'm trying to get another form of income. This is gonna be income number 4, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a millionaire, baby, so I'm working on income number 4, honey. I think, oh no, income number 5. That'll be income number 5. It's this guy that I met through a friend. He's conscious, but he's into, you know, everybody's getting into to currency trading, right? I want to get into currency trading. Shit is extra money, you know what I'm saying? Why not? I already got 4 other forms of income. Why not add another form of income? So I had asked him a question. And this is what I said. This is how I knew he understood me. I'm just like, listen, I want to ask you a question. I want to be honest with you. I'm coming to you from Christ consciousness. Right, mind you, I don't really know this man like that, but from his essence, I can tell he is tapping into his godhood, but he's not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? He's not all the way fully there, but he's there. The seed is planted. So when I was like, I want to ask you a question from Christ consciousness, that was code words. So the soul recognizes code words. So he was just like, oh, like, okay, from Christ consciousness, okay, I'm open, I'm here, I'm this. Like, so it just depends on a certain type of, you'll feel it. It depends on a certain terminology. Like, with my mentor, I can communicate with her through straight soul mode. I can be like, I feel this way about humans, or sometimes when I do this, you know, the energy from the planet to do this, it's just all about perspective. So it's just really just, you'll know, because it's like certain people, especially y'all on the internet right now, I'm communicating through my soul. So I'll use certain terminologies or certain things and y'all understand them, okay? That's how you will know that you're talking to another God. You'll know. You'll know when you're talking to a human, because you feel like, okay, you'll start to feel like, all right, I gotta really come down, or oh shit, like I don't want to come off too intense because I feel like they won't understand. Like, that's how you know you're talking to a human. But some humans have that soul in them, have that God in them, and you can use that higher terminology and they'll understand it. They'll understand it. But their ego, you know what I'm saying, when you're battling between its own and that ego, the ego wants to keep you trapped in the 3D. So the ego will be like, okay. And it depends on your approach. True, I'm very feminine. I have soft power, like Oshun. You know what I'm saying? Oshun is a very big part of my life. So I have soft power. So I know how to communicate things and get them directly across, but how to not be overbearing. So I can still appeal to the ego, so I can still soothe the ego, but still get directly to the soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about you knowing your power and what to really do. Okay? So that's how you can identify a guy. It's just, you'll know. You'll know if, like, this person, damn, I have to come down to talk to this person. Or you'll just know straight up, like, okay, shit, I can relate to you here in the 5D, you know. Fuck them. People had an issue with my yeah, your posts do be dope. Like, I can tell your post. How do you, like, I don't get people who challenge me on my posts. Like, who be following you? I've been wondering that, Tyrone. Like, who the fuck be following you? Like, I post what the fuck I want to do and I get no backlash from it. Like, who still follow you? Like, I want to know that shit. Like, how do you still have that going on? Like, that shit was there for me probably, like, maybe, I think the last stuff, the resistance, I call it the resistance, a few months ago. But I can post anything now and niggas be like, yeah, you know, fuck yeah, or hell yeah, this that shit right here, you know, you right. But yeah, you still got a little resistance in your little following group. My followers, people who follow me, they know what's up. They know. You know what you came here for. This ain't a Christian page. I'm a post some shit that can hurt your feelings. Like, and I'll post your shit too. So it's just like, you know what you want to do. So it's just that I really put a Sirius star in my video. Yeah, I've been learning about that too, the Syrians. I think we are the Syrians, y'all. But it's like, you know, the Anunnaki are supposed to be from the Syrian. Okay, so the Anunnaki are the people who created black people, right? So black people, we was already here, but the Anunnaki, they like, we went from, they elevated us to Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. But it's like, I don't trust the Anunnaki. I don't trust them. I don't. Like, I know a lot of people, if they really, what they call space cadets, I know a lot of people, they really want to be around the Anunnaki. I don't trust the Anunnaki for some reason. I just don't. I don't trust them. I appreciate you for, I mean, not even appreciate, I appreciate you for making me a flesh prison. Thanks for keeping me in the fucking body and letting shit get how it is now. But I don't trust the Anunnaki. I don't. Even though Nibiru's coming back, I feel like, yeah, Nibiru's it's here now, so it's shaking ship. I don't know. They say Nibiru's not even supposed to come for real, until like 2032 or something like that, 2032. And it was either 2032 or 2038, one of those. I can't remember. I always get numbers mixed up. But 2032 or 2038. That's when Nibiru is supposed to be coming back for real. It's gonna be real visible, and they're gonna be like, nigga, we here. But I don't trust the Anunnaki. I don't trust them niggas. How do you get over family and old friends judging you? Say fuck them. You plant the seed and go. With old friends and family, you just be like, okay. With old friends and family, you just be like, you just understand that they in their own programs, okay? Like I said, watch The Matrix. The Matrix really helped me understand what's going on in the world. People are on their programs. Like the brain, literally the brain is a biological computer. Like literally the computer, the cell phone are all mimics of the human brain. And the brain can be programmed, okay? So understand that you have to understand that your friends and your family, they're raised under the old world. And they have a lot of people have a hard, especially humans have a hard time letting go of old shit, the old world that they used to. Humans want to be comfortable. Humans love the Super Bowl. You know, these niggas out here, you know what I'm saying, they protest Black Lives Matter, but I guarantee you at least a nice handful of them niggas gonna be like, happy 4th of July. A nice handful of them niggas gonna be wearing red, white, and blue on the 4th of July. I guarantee you. Now, it's nothing wrong. Now, it's nothing wrong with barbecuing with your family, chopping it up with your family on that day, because it's tradition. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's tradition. But niggas actually go out their way to be like, happy 4th. Niggas be wearing red, white, and blue shoes and red, white, and blue shorts and all this other shit. I'm like, nigga, that's why you not taking serious. As a white person, as a white man, I wouldn't even take you serious, okay? That's why I understand sometimes what white people do. If I was white, I'd probably be racist. You goddamn jigaboo porch monkeys. Like, if I was white, I'd probably be racist. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you up. I would probably be racist because I understand racism. I don't want to be genetically annihilated off the planet. And I see you talking about Black Lives Matter, but you trying to be like me. Like, you trying to be we are greater than us, we are Titans. I remember I was in my dorm watching that back in February. Like, yeah, we are Titans. A rogue Titan. He helped me realize that rogue Titan is very, very good at what he does. But yeah, so I call myself a god because I like the way it sounds right now. But eventually I'll translate to Titan, you know. Because the gods are, I don't know, it's really different. But back to the question, yeah, sometimes you're going to have to understand that your family and friends are under the Mr. Smith program, okay? They're owning their own programs, and they're not ready to wake up yet. They like the illusion. But eventually, those friends and family, they're going to be coming to you for help because they don't understand what's going on in this world. Oh, they're going to be reaching out for sure. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. So, like I said, let it go, plant the seed like now. Like, my family, my mom, my family's more open to who I am now because they see that I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, they see that I'm not like no fucking, I don't fucking cut babies open and drink their blood and shit. My family is very open now compared to like 2018. They see how I operate on social media. They see me when I'm around them, how I conduct myself, how I talk to myself. Like, my mom, she's a lot more open to my YouTube channel compared to, like, when I first started, she was just like, oh, you drinking? Ain't nobody gonna listen to you when you drinking. But now she's coming around because I've kept my consistent energy. I've just showed my soul. Show your soul. You know what I'm saying? Your soul will speak for itself. You know? And a lot of Christians, a lot of people who are in religion, they don't even know what the fuck a soul is. So it's your job to show them what a soul is. Like, if you ask a Christian today, hey, Deacon Johnson, what's a soul? That nigga ain't gonna know what the fuck that shit is. He gonna be stumbling like, they ain't gonna know what that shit is. So it's your duty and obligation to show people who the soul is, especially when you're operating from friends and family. They'll understand. Like, I remember when I first, like, all my friends are conscious now. Like, it's my friend group, my real tight friend group is my cousin. My first cousin was just like my brother. Like, we grew up together, we took baths together, we played together, had the same class together, everything. My first cousin, which is my my mother's sister's son, my best friend or my roommate from college, my friend from college, and they were together at one point in time, my best friend and my friend from college, and it's me. We're all four. We in this bitch. Okay, we here. So I remember the first time my spiritual awakening inspired their spiritual awakening. I was the catalyst for their spiritual awakening, right? I remember the first time, you know, we had our regular smoking sessions. Like I was living with my cousin at the time, and my best friend and my roommate, they had came over, and we was all that summer we was just smoking every day. Come over, if not every day, every other day. And I remember one time, you know, I was getting into Young Feral and all this shit, and I remember I was hitting a blunt. I'm just like, all right, let me shake the table. You know, Geminis, we like to shake the table through conversation. So I'm like, all right, let me shake the table, you know, hit the blunt, hit the backwood. I was just like, what was I would tell y'all that I don't believe Jesus is real? And they was just like, what? Like, I got 3 different reactions from 3 different people. My cousin was just like, how can you say that? We grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying? We went to church every Sunday with Grand, and we got Sister Stafford and Sister whatever. And then, like, my best friend, she was just like, bitch, how you gonna say that when you tried to force Jesus on me? I was trying to tell your ass in the first place that I ain't really believe in that shit. And then you had my other best friend, he was just like, nigga, how can you say that? You know, I grew up in the church, you grew up in the church, so it was just like, you know, but it's just I planted the seed at the time. And then eventually when I started to put them on information about Trump, and I had all these spiritual awakenings about vaccines and Trumps and diet and veganism and, you know, how we in genetics and how we used to do all this shit, it's just like once I moved to California, once I moved and left Michigan, I left Detroit, y'all know I'm from Detroit. Once I left Detroit, and after, you know, I'm in the military, y'all, like, so after I got out of boot camp and stuff, my cousin, during my boot camp graduation, when we went to dinner, he was just like, yeah, Shira, you know, all that shit that you was saying, you know, before you left, all that shit is coming true. You know what I'm saying? I saw this on the news, and then this happened when you was gone, because I was going in boot camp for like a good 2 months, right? So it's just like, once I left, that was like a catalyst for my friends to be like, okay, we need to get our shit together too. So it's like once I left and plant that seed, that's when they started to have their own individual awakenings. You know, like I said, my cousin, he came to me when I was at my boot camp dinner. He was just like, yeah, you know, this happened and Trump had said this. Like, oh shit, you was right this whole time. I don't know why we thought you was crazy. You was right. All this shit. Now we all in different. Me, my best friend, I got my best friend into magic. She was a little skeptical about it one time, but one time in 2018, I did a money ritual for her. She had got like over $1,000, and the money ritual that I gave her. And now my friend Julie, my best friend Julian, now he's, you know, he's in his power, learning meditation, learning how to control his emotions and things like that, and learning about meditation and spirituality. And then my other cousin, he like, my cousin, he getting there, like he's awakened, but I'm still understanding his mentality. It's very different, but he's still awoke, so he knows Christianity, he knows about those type of things. Okay, he knows the truth behind Christianity, he knows religion is bullshit, he knows, you know, he's having a different perspective on things. Okay, not in a way that suits me, but you know, you're gonna have to do that money ritual for me. Shit. Man, yeah, that's how I got her on magic. Once I hit that money ritual, I think she showed me the email. She has her own business. I did that money ritual to show her, like, just when I first was fucking with magic, just experimenting. And once I did once I did that money ritual for her, now ever since then, she been in the magic. She buys oils. She do candle magic, just like how I do candle magic. So it's just planting the seed with people who don't understand. So it's like planting the seed and showing them in your own way. It's not a forceful way. It's just showing them like, hey, this works for me. So when I show my best friend, like, hey, this candle shit is working for me. Candle magic is working for me. It can work for you too. So for 7 days straight, I did a candle ritual for her. Got over $1,000. Like, so yeah, just plant the seed and go. Okay, how do you balance godhood and assisting in the human realm? How do you climb and return God to the ritual, or do you balance the remaining? I mean, it's just knowing who you are. It's like once you get okay, what helps me sometimes if I doubt myself, I listen to things that are going to raise my vibration. So I listen. This is why Tyrone, I love you so much. I really love you so much, Tyrone. And what's his name? Cuzzo Tommy or Tani or something like that. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I repost all these people on my page. But listening to certain things from Bobby Hemmett and Panic, they bring me into the God level. Like, nigga, you right. Like, what the fuck am I tripping for? What the fuck am I thinking about this for? So listening to yeah, Tommy Laney, there you go. Cuz Tommy, there you go. So I listen to people, or like Bobby, for example, who bring me into a higher perspective of consciousness, right? So that helps me. So it's like certain because information is words, information is sound. Melanin absorbs sound. Okay, we're really, because when God said in the Bible, I said, "Let there be light." Literally, vibration vibrates so hard that it condenses into something else. It condenses into light and anything else physical. So this is why you see those physicists. Y'all see those physicist videos where they have like them sands on they have like sands or some like them particles on a drum, and like how the drums, the frequency of those drums create a pattern. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all seen, one of y'all seen that shit before. Like it's like one of them experiences where you had those sound patterns. It'll be on a drum or on a speaker, and they'll have like some sand or some particles and some salt, and like how the sound particles, they'll organize the sand into a pattern or some shit. It's the same thing, same shit. So this is why when God said, "Let there be light," he spoke that shit into existence, because sound can actually vibrate and condense into physical matter, right? So it's just really the same thing with melanin. Same thing with melanin. Melanin intakes sound. Okay, so when it intakes sound, it chemically alters the body. Okay, so this is why sometimes your music is a part of your diet too. If you listen to trap, fuck these bitches, you know what I'm saying, I got the Glock on me all the time, you know what I'm saying, if you listen to that shit all the time, you're gonna be in a lower vibration type of energy. If you listen to that type of shit all the time, you're going to be in a lower vibration. If you listen to but if you balance your shit out, you know, I balance my shit out with Al Green. I love trap music. Y'all know my favorite rapper is Young Dolph. I was listening to some rap earlier today when I was putting on my makeup to do this video. But I have a balance, because 60% of my music is R&B. So I make sure I get that love energy in. I'm very sensual and sexual, because I listen to a lot of sensual and sexual R&B. I listen to Joe. I still listen to R. Kelly. Don't judge me, please. I listen to Faith Evans. I listen to a lot of people. So it's the same thing. Sound and melanin, or the biofield of the human body, is really important. Okay, so it's just like, that's what I do to balance my human and godhood. I listen to things like this, like what I'm talking about, or I listen to Bobby Hemmett, or I listen to like a spiritual teachers teaching me spiritual things, because it elevates my consciousness. Literally, that sound. What is somebody talking through this phone? It's literally sound vibrations that you're receiving through your eardrum. Okay, that's being processed by the brain, and so it does a whole alchemical process in the body. And I noticed that shit with Bobby Hemmett. Like when I listen to Bobby Hemmett causes an alchemical transformation within me. So just like when I get down and sad, or when I start to doubt my existence, I listen to Panic and I listen to Bobby Hemmett, and it's just like their words alone, what they're saying, elevates me into godhood, sixth dimensional consciousness. I'll be like, God damn it, you're right. Why the fuck am I stressing? You know what I'm saying? The mind is all. You know what I'm saying? You do trap yourself best on your mind, you know? So then that's when I start to get a little bit more, you know, that's when I start to get a little bit more in my godhood, okay, for my humanity. And then I think about my reality too, like Grand Theft Auto. My body is me, CJ. I explain this analogy all the time. I'm getting tired of explaining it, but I explain it again. It's fine. My body is CJ. San Andreas. Y'all, most of y'all are niggas in here. Y'all play San Andreas, okay? I think of my soul is the person playing the PlayStation behind the computer. I mean, behind the TV, and my physical body is CJ. So that's how I balance it. I just be like, and certain things I say to myself, I'll be like, all right, if I'm upset about something, I'll be like, okay, Don't forget, Shira, you just passing by Earth. It's okay. You know, it's not that big of a deal. The mind is all, you know, you control yourself by doing it. It's like stepping outside of myself, stepping outside of my ego to balance my godhood and my humanity. I understand that I'm still here, but it's just like I understand that I govern my physical reality. I'm literally in Grand Theft Auto, and my soul is the person who's playing behind the fucking TV screen. You know, so that's how I balance it. I really think about it that way, and it helps. It works. I'm very aware of my experience. I'm very self-aware, so I can tell when I'm being triggered. I can, like, when I get triggered, she said I used to play GTA just to fight people. God damn, you had a lot of aggression up in you. Shit. Well, thank you, baby. Yeah, we are the one who created the game. I forgot. Yeah, Brother Panic reminds me of home. Yeah, so that's how I get back into my godhood. I listen to certain teachers who get me back here. I listen to, what's his name? Black dude. His name is Enoch. Y'all probably, one of y'all probably heard it. His name Enoch the something, but Enoch, he got dreads or whatever. He's really good. I listen to Ashira Star Goddess. I listen to Bobby, and I listen to Panic. They keep me in my God mind. So if I feel like, bro, I feel disconnected from spirit, I feel disconnected from my godhood, they keep me here. They keep me here. You know, they keep me back there. So don't hit the waist too hard like CJ. Trust me, I won't. Okay, I will wear up my limits. Okay. Yeah, so Enoch, old dude, Enoch, he's really good. Also, Remedy, what's his name? Remedy HG or HT or whatever. I really like him. Remedy, his name Remedy H something or HT or something like that. He's an older guy, but still man with dreads, godhood. So he be coming through with the messages too. So that's how you balance your godhood with your humanity. It's just, this is why you have tools. This is why we're in the age of information, age of technology. Use technology. Like, your phone is a computer. Use your fucking computer to get information. You know, use that shit. Yeah, C.O. Freeman, everybody, all them people. Whoever you identify with the most. Firstly, I identify with Panic the most. Panic, then Bobby. Like, Bobby sometimes can be really abstract for me, only because Bobby's a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite. So sometimes with Bobby, I be wanting him to come down and be a little more detail oriented because I'm a Gemini. Gemini and Sagittarius were opposites. We're both deal with information, but on a different spectrum. Gemini deals with information on the detailed spectrum, and Sagittarius deals with information on the experience spectrum, on a spiritual download spectrum. But Gemini, we deal with information and experience from actually reading the book and reading information. So I be pulling from my Sagittarius energy, and I can tell that sometimes Bobby pulls from his Gemini energy. Bobby, he uses the scholarship. Bobby uses books to explain what he's talking about instead of just going out. Like, Sagittarius is all about going out in the world. That's actually what my next video is going to be about, since it's Gemini season. Let me write that shit down too, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit got a fire, dog, you know? But, yeah, it's just that. So, you have to really figure out who's best for you. Honestly. Let me write that shit down too before I forget. Yep, Travis, you know, I love Travis. I love Mook. Damn, I've been talking to Mook a lot more lately. I need to talk to Mook some more. But yeah, all those people that you just mentioned, Stray Panther, I talk to on a daily basis, except for Love Live Life. But when I comment on his stuff, he know who I am. But Travis, I love Travis. Travis always comments on my stuff. He always DMs me, so I really appreciate him. Brother Yusuf, I know Brother Yusuf is married. So sometimes married men, I'll be reluctant to really comment on their stuff because I know they're married, you know. Even though I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I respect him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been entertaining married men, but I respect Brother Yusuf, so that's my moral code. Like, my moral code starts with him because he's a god. But anybody else, I'd be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about your wife. Like, you see how I look? Like, ah, my shit fell down. You can see all my roommate stuff, you can see all my little home and stuff, but I still fell down. So I think that's like that's a sign that I should go. Cause you got I don't want my roommate, her stuff showing while she not here, because I don't know how comfortable she is with showing her stuff, but it's all the way over there, you know. Let me see. No, I'm not in the Army. I'm in the Navy. And I'm just a weather person. All I do is weather. My job's so easy, y'all. When I tell y'all I don't do shit on my job, especially with this quarantine shit, like, at my job, I have a computer job. I got a computer desk. So I spend hours. 2020, everybody exposed. I hate you. I hate you so much. But hold on, let me try to put this back in. Y'all gonna see my wagon dragging. Ugh. Let me see if I can put this back. But yeah, what I do is I'm a meteorologist. So I just type up weather reports for ships and I send it to them. And most of the time we just bullshitting. Like now, especially with this little COVID shit going on, we not doing nothing. Okay, we just watching movies, talking about what's going on. I be planting seeds at work the best way that I know how, and be calling it a day. Ugh. I gotta pee. Ugh. 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 Okay, I got it. Oh Lord, have mercy. That's how you know I'm getting old. That's how you know I ain't getting old. But yeah. So I'm in the Navy, y'all. All I do is weather. I'm a weatherman or a weather woman. All I do is weather. So, and then my humble abode, just, yeah. Based on my rank, I can't move out yet. So, I just be chilling. But I'm living rent free though. I ain't got to worry about no rent though. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm saving all my money. Not a small stroke. No, don't do that. I hate y'all. Y'all funny. Let me see, put this back here. But yeah. So honestly, that really just ruined the energy. I'm not even channeled in no more. That shit sucks. Cause I knew that shit was gonna happen. Like I said, my space is just like I do what I can with this motherfucker. Like I'll be finessing in this motherfucker, but eventually I get out. Luckily, I'm ending my contract in January, so I'm leaving. I'm getting out, and I'm moving to Georgia. I'm gonna move to Georgia, and I'm gonna start a new life. Because I can't stay in the military. This shit is not for me. So I got the money that I wanted to get. I got what I needed to get, and I got what I need to get. Everything from the military I learned. I can't. Why Georgia? One, because down south the economy is great. I've been looking at real estate in Georgia. That shit is hella affordable. Are you kidding me? Compared to out here in California? Yes, Georgia. So I will be moving to Atlanta. You know, y'all know, if y'all don't know, I guess I'm gonna be revealing this now. But you know, I dance part-time. You know, I dance part-time for a hobby. I don't like doing it for survival, because I be seeing what strippers, I dance with strippers, or I work with strippers, obviously, who do that shit for a whole living. Yeah, some of the strippers, they do that shit for a living. And I'm not trying to, I see what it does to them, and I'm not trying to be in that lower vibrational energy. So y'all know I dance, so I want to go to Atlanta because that's some good market for dancing. It's just, I don't know, I feel like the South is where I need to be. I need to be in the South. I just chose Atlanta as a starting point, but who knows? Maybe I'll move to Texas. Something. I know my uncle lives in Austin. Maybe I'll stay with him for a couple of months. Do you recommend dance classes for stripping? Let me tell you something about stripping. I'm sorry. Well, the men probably want to hear this too. When you're dancing, it doesn't matter what you can do. It's just how you look, okay? I done seen bitches built like washing machines. It's bitches at my club that's built like Optimus Prime. It's bitches in my club that built like the shit. What's them little sticks from them little ant looking things from Men in Black? It's bitches at my club built just like them niggas from Men in Black. But it depends on that person's type. You're somebody's type, okay? And no matter how you dance, some of the girls who I work with, they do dance on the pole. They do a lot of good pole work, but pole work doesn't make a good dancer. It's your essence, it's your presence, it's your ability to work a room, okay? So it's really the type, okay? You can, like me, I can't do the split. I know a little bit of pole, but I don't know a lot of pole, like where I be upside down and shit. I ain't no Black China with the shit. I ain't no blue. I'm not no Blue Money. Shout out to Blue Money. You know, that's my baby. That's my favorite dancer. It's your confidence, right? So it's just like, you want to master belly dancing? Oh, well, just learn hip roll. I guess belly dancing and hip rolling are different. But anyway, I've been drinking this wine for like a good 139 minutes, and I have to go to the restroom. So, and on top of that, I want to order me some food because I'm really craving some food, okay? But I really appreciate y'all for being here with me and hearing me rant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like upside down might break you. Shut up, Tyrone. I hate you. Shut up. You go to meet a guy. I mean, not that far because I am the feminine. I attract. I am the negative electron. So my God is going to find me. Okay? Point blank, period, honey. And that's not me being arrogant. You know, that's just I just know the power of being a woman. I understand the importance of feminine energy and masculine energy. And I understand the importance of being a woman. So to meet a God, my God is going to, my Osiris, my emperor is going to find me, darling. And I'll be looking at myself too, especially when I put my shades on outside. I'm a trophy wife, honey. Sometimes when I get a little discouraged, you know, like I ain't never gonna find nobody, nobody love me, nobody gonna. I get myself dressed up, put on a little dress, you know. And some days I do be looking like a trophy. I be having my little bag, you know what I'm saying? My little Marc Kors bag, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I just be outside and people heads be turning, police be saying, even the police be saying, hey, the police be stopping and saying bye, you know what I'm saying? Like I got this look where, you know, I wanna be the queen to my king, honey. Like if my king tell me, hey, you know, I'm going to work today, I want you to go to the bank and deposit this check and put it in here, I want to have the sunglasses on, pull up in the Porsche and be like, excuse me, I'm here to deposit this check on behalf of Mr. So-and-so, you know, this is my husband, you know. That's the type of shit I'm trying to do, okay? So, you know, I ain't about to be police need a sugar mama. Sugar mama. I mean, I could be a sugar baby, but I ain't about to be no sugar mama, okay? But that's a whole another, you know, it's men in here, you know, I don't wanna reveal my Jezebel side. But, you know, I love men, I really do. I really appreciate masculine energy because it's things about men that I admire that I really want to tap more into. What the fuck is that beeping? But yeah, so it's just really that. I know I'm gonna be okay, honey. I think men are intimidated by me, though. Not intimidated in an off-putting way, but intimidated. I think men are intimidated. Some men are intimidated by me. I can feel it. Not like intimidated. You know how, like, not the intimidated, like, Nicki Minaj intimidating. Nicki Minaj is intimidating because she's a whole nigga in a woman's body. She's very masculine. But I feel like some men do be intimidated by me, though. I only met one man, but he's lower vibrational, though. He's starting to get his awakening because, like I said, once I have sex with men, they start to get an awakening. They start to prepare for it. So this is why I don't really have casual sex like that no more. Once I start having sex with men, I transform them and I propel them into another reality. Because literally, my yoni, my pussy is very healing, okay? It's very extremely healing. So I really have to be careful. I cannot have casual sex. I thought I could. I cannot. I change people. I transform people. So I have to really be careful with this power. So it's not. Okay, I appreciate that. Being intrigued and inspired. Yeah, I think I'm in Cali too. You know, I'm from Detroit. Like, Detroit niggas and Cali niggas, they're completely different. Like, Detroit niggas are so attentive to me, and you know, it was like a nice little hood story. Even though I grew out that phase, you know, Detroit niggas, they was what type of wine am I drinking? I'm drinking Menage a Trois, baby. This is my go-to red wine. There's a midnight, there's a red blend, but it's called Menage a Trois. You know what I'm saying? That freaky diggy, you know what I'm saying? But it's called a soft red blend silk, and it's between. It's a combination of Pinot Noir, Malbec, and Petite Sarah. Okay, I've heard of Peanut Noir. I've had Melbeck. I got put on Melbeck last year. That's why I'm saying California changed my life. I've been introduced to different types of wine, shit, different lifestyles. The neighborhood I live in, it be Lamborghinis and Rolls Royce coming to this bitches. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah, they need to sponsor me. I be going through their bottles every day. There is Baduism and there is Shyism. I like that. This is why we here. This is why I'm talking about you, my soulmate. We here, dog. But yeah, Shyism. Yeah, Shyism is different from Baduism. I think Baduism is more Neptunian. You know what I'm saying? But Shyism is a little bit more. It's like the tower moment. It's like Oya. You know what I'm saying? Baduism will be like more Yemaya. You know what I'm saying? Yemaya will put you on, but it's not intentional. It's not intentional. It's not like I walk up to a dude and be like, I'm going to destroy your fucking life. I'm going to make sure you have a spiritual awakening. And I'm going to make... No, it's just like I really just be me. I don't come off aggressive. I'm very feminine. I know men appreciate me being feminine. I'm very feminine. Yeah, it's just raw. I think Erykah Badu, she's a little bit more nebulous. She's Pisces. She's Neptune. I'm more Pluto. You know, y'all know the difference between Neptune and Pluto. Erykah Badu is more Neptune. I'm more Pluto. Like, the perfect example would be like, I'm Hades, and these niggas is like Persephone, okay? Like, I take you from the world that you knew, and I drag you down. I drag you down to the underworld, okay? Like, I drag you to the underworld. Whereas Pisces just like, okay, Pisces is like the sirens, the mermaids. Like, okay, I'll take you here. And, you know, but it depends on the different sirens. Because, you know, there are mermaids in Haiti. So I have heard stories where people in Haiti, you know, they got dragged down with mermaids and they actually came back later. I do believe in mermaids. And there are some in Haiti, okay? But yeah, yeah, I don't do this shit on purpose. I promise you, it's not malicious. Like, I just think I'm such in a really great heart chakra space that some men can't handle that. Because a lot of men, the divine masculine needs a lot of healing. And the last dude I was talking to, like, he probably won't even see this, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say what I say. Basically, I met a dude, right? Younger dude, and I'm kind of upset because he younger. This is against my whole moral code. But apparently the whole part of my life is to introduce me to experiences that challenge what I automatically believe in, right? So I did a reading on this man, you know what I'm saying, and you know, Cancer placements. I love Cancer placements in men because my dad's a Cancer. So, you know, a woman, she's going to go after the attributes of her father. My dad is a Cancer sun, Taurus moon. So Cancer, especially Cancer moon men and Cancer Venus men, I love Cancer men. Like, I love, not a Cancer sun, but I love like a Cancer moon or Cancer Mars or a Cancer Venus. And I had told him that, like, the divine masculine needs healing, honey. Like, a lot of men around here, they need healing, and I'm not willing to do that. Remember, I talked to this one Taurus before. This nigga was so guarded and so emotionally unavailable. I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and tap dance for your love. Are you fucking kidding me? And it's sometimes, you know, I do have to take responsibility for the choices that I make because I am attracted to men with this Cancer-y, nurturing energy. But a lot of the men be broken as hell. Like, nigga, I got shit to do with your past. Heal and grow. Like, you're not special. Okay, we've all been through trauma. Okay, you're not fucking special. We've all been through trauma. Okay, heal through that shit. I've been through the mud and back. Okay, heal through that shit. I can heal with my hands every time I hug a black woman. She likes it. Oh, that's so good. I actually felt that before from a man. So that's a gift. I know what that feels like. Oh my God. Even when you type that, I know I can feel that. Oh goodness. That's powerful. But yeah, I love Cancer men. But yeah, so it's like dating as a god is very difficult. I don't know what it's like for men. What is it like for men as a god? What is it like for y'all to date women? Like, what's y'all experience? Like, when y'all, you know, what is that like? Yeah, you're definitely a healer, Tyrone, baby. But yeah, if men are in here, what is it like for y'all to date women who are quote unquote not aware? Like, what is that like? Cause I want to be interested in the divine masculine's perspective, cause I know we all across the country right now. Some of us are from UK. I know I be having some people from South Africa, so we all over the place. I'm just here in San Diego. If she not a goddess, I don't bat an eye. I like that. I like that. But as a god, some women or some men are going to be attracted to you because you have an energy, like, you have an energy that is just an energy that wants you know why and entertain your love life. Yeah, that is true. If you're a black woman I met, it's a Jesus lover or scared to. Damn. I'm sorry, Tyrone. You be trying to be Osiris and shit and take them to the underworld, and they just be like, it can make, yeah, I can understand. Especially like beautiful men. I know it's like a lot of beautiful women, like all these definition of bad bitches and stuff, they don't really have a lot of depth. You know, they don't have a, so it's okay. So I don't feel alone. There's a lot of broken, damaged people out here. So I understand. Yeah, Jesus lovers. I love the Lord, honey, because, you know, Jesus is masculine. So, you know, a lot of their grandmothers, they, like my grandma didn't devote her whole life to Jesus. Jesus is her man. So some of them women taking after their damn, Bobby Hemmett did say that. Like some of these women, or somebody has said that, like some of these women are becoming their grandmothers. Like all holier than thou and stuff, and like like Tyrone, the video you have posted about how religion suppresses black women's sexuality, how Bobby was just like, you want to come through here like Godzilla. God, you don't want Godzilla to be in a goddamn dress and a fucking big ass bag, like, and that picture that you showed with like the women, and they have them long ass dresses and them hair rats and that big ass bag and shit. That shit had me dying. I'm like, that's because that shit is true. Like, it be really women who be walking around there and thinking like they really holy. Like, but yeah, Bobby has said that, and like Tyrone in his on his page and Instagram, like he had posted a video just like how, you know, religion suppresses black women, and how and he had Bobby in the background, and just the women, like in his clip, it was just like the women in that kitchen. And they had on them square ass head wraps, and like they was all covered head to toe with them big ass tote bags, bro. That shit was funny as fuck. Yeah, you definitely want to be like, oh yeah, that's my boo. I think I do need a feminine statue, like, cause I only got a masculine statue. You know what I'm saying? I only got Anubis here. I do got Pumpa Gary here, but she's a picture. I'll be showing y'all this all the time. She's a picture. I want a statue. I like statues, cause they issue one power. But yeah, religion does. So yeah, we out here, y'all. So this is just let me know that I'm not alone. I'm not alone in my journey. So I really appreciate y'all for sharing y'all experience, especially the men. I like to get the masculine perspective, because the masculine perspective does mean a lot to me. So straight up Anubis incarnate. I honestly believe you. I am not surprised. Like, what happened to Bobby? Once Bobby had a stroke, Bobby is here physically, but spiritually and mentally he's not here. So, you know, when you have a stroke, it messes with your mentality. Same thing with Bobby. So Bobby's here physically, but not spiritually in who he once was. Okay, so he's here, but I don't think he's here mentally. So that's that. So he's not dead or anything. His body's still here. It's just like Luther Vandross. Like after Luther Vandross had his stroke, like he wasn't the same. So. And I feel like Bobby he did his work here. Like, he did so much work. So that's why I be seeing, like, even on my timeline, unintentionally, I be seeing a lot of people be posting clips of Bobby Hemmett's lectures, because he already did this work, okay? He prepared us for this time, which is right now. Understand the time that we're in. We're shifting. All that shit you was trying to tell your parents, or all the shit that you learned from last year, a couple years ago, the shit that you learning now is to transition you into this new world. So I understand that, okay? So Bobby done his work, okay? I believe that. I think he left the information, yeah, because a lot of older people, like I said, that's where Korra and Ren or Rain or whatever the fuck her name is in Star Wars. That's where they they represent us. They represent the new age people, how we're supposed to elevate beyond our predecessors. So Cora is elevating beyond Aang. Rain is elevating. And you know what's funny? They're both women. That's fucking crazy. Like the divine feminine, they're both women. Wow, that's crazy. And Rain, she's elevating beyond Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. So it's the new generation. We know the shit. We can digest it really easily, but it's time to go through some new shit. Okay, it's time to go elevate. And I'm excited. I'm so excited. Ain't no telling what I'll be or what we'll be. Shit. But I am going to end this on here. If y'all want to email me, please email me at Shyra, SHYRA 524 at yahoo.com. Follow my Instagram, Shy, SHY, the Sage _ on Instagram. I really appreciate y'all for being here with me. I love y'all so much. I'm going to do this more often because yeah, it's been long overdue. So I'll find another subject to talk about and I'll bring it to y'all. But in the meantime, y'all know where to find me. Comment, like, subscribe, or whatever. Y'all got my Instagram. And y'all know I love y'all so much. And I'm Audi 5000. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.